Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrasslin Pro Life Network as we bring you WWE Smackdown tonight. Lots going on, lots to talk about. The tournament continues, even with some changes. But me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours. Get in that chat. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. Make sure you hit like, share, subscribe, and strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network. This is another live stream as we bring you SmackDown tonight. Lots to talk about, lots to get into, lots of twists and turns as we are getting ready for Survivor Series. We're getting ready for War Games. We're getting ready to have a lot of fun here on the channel tonight. Remember, be a friend, tell a friend. We want to see triple digits hanging out with us each and every night. The channel is on fire. We're having a lot of fun. So make sure, don't be quiet, don't be shy. Tell us what's on your wrestling mind. What do you want to talk about? How you feeling out there? Feel Good Friday in full effect. And me in that pretty face, like I said, got you for the next little while as we break it all down and we are your live reaction to all the action. But if you don't know who we are, well, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube. That is Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yes, we've got the final of the first round for the last time is now. We've got setting up the final members of the women's War Games match, Ilya's Open Challenge, Chelsea's Greens U.S. title celebration, Stack SmackDown, my guy.
Busy SmackDown. They're teasing, the fallout of Monday, like what could happen tonight. After what happened on Monday, there, lots of talk about the tournament. Sheamus has been medically uncleared, so he will not be in the tournament anymore, begging the question, who takes that spot? Does anybody take that spot? Do they have a match to take that spot? How do they deal with this situation? A lot of people jumped on the Coke bandwagon. But yeah, unfortunate. We thought maybe Sheamus might win it. He becomes a Grand Slam champion. If he beats John, Sheamus out.
Yeah, that's the interesting part of this is that he actually seemed like a guy who might have been in even that final to get to the match with John. You almost believe that he's going to do it. But now it's who do they replace it with? What I think they'll probably end up doing is what they usually do in situations like this, if it's really on the fly, they'll just have everybody who is already been eliminated out of the tournament gets another match, gets another shot. So we'll get probably Cardona and Zigglypuff potentially again. But yeah, that's probably what they'll do.
Yeah, they could. I mean, there's an opportunity here to surprise us again. But then, the argument becomes, that person gets a bye, So do they got to figure it out? Yeah, they definitely got to figure it out. And a whole list of names. Like I said, Copeland's been a front runner as far as somebody that could step in. Other people talking about Joe Hendry. I know that was from the beginning. I think Joe's preoccupied, and you're not going to see Joe, folks. So we might have to let that ship go for a little bit. But yeah, like you said, stacked SmackDown, not a smack stack down. Tonight, it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, if you guys don't know, tomorrow we're back at 6:45 p.m. Eastern time for Full Gear. We got 10 matches plus 4 in the pre-show. The prediction title is on the line. The prediction link is in the chat. It's on our Discord. It's in our socials. Go check it out. The link is everywhere. If you want to be the prediction champion, you have to fill it out by the deadline, which is the start of the show. So make sure you do so.
And so far, no matches, added or anything like that. I even filled out my bracket. So I guess now we can do insider trading here too. I filled out my bracket and everything. But yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
right now, from the start of the pre-show to the start of the or the pre-show of the regular show. Okay.
Yeah, pre-show's not on the predictions. We're giving everyone to the top of it. There's just too many matches overall. But right now there's only 11 people. Now we got 39 watching right now. We're gonna have more watching. We got almost 8,000 subscribed. We should have more challengers for that title, folks. So make sure you click the link. I know it's a little more challenging than just putting your name or your thoughts in the chat box. But go make sure you click the link and try to be our champ. And again, give them a run for their money. As like I said, right now 11 people are entered into the battle royal for the title.
Well, and then too, that's when we, instead of going by the bro code a little bit of, somehow people on a 5-card match are 7-1.
Right.
But also that way too, then folks, then we know if we're giving away anything or anything like that, if we're doing any sort of prizes, anything special with the predictions title, that way we know directly how to get a hold of you, how to get in contact with you.
Yeah, we know how to find you, and make sure you do so, fill it out, and have fun with it, folks. We want to see a new prediction title holder. Jose's done us proud for about a month, I feel like. So, again, unfortunate for the new champion. They have to defend their title a week from now at War Games. That is one of the hottest topics right now. A lot of people buzzing about War Games. We got to round out the women's War Games. Who's going to join that? We already think we know who the two people will be. And then War Game we figured out on Monday. So, yeah, it's intriguing, Nick.
Oh, absolutely. And Monday is going to feel so big, so huge, because you're going to have Roman there. You're going to have Brock there. The chaos that how they ended Monday Night Raw with NYPD showing up, and it's all calamity and chaos going on. Right. How much is that going to carry over into tonight? And now this War Games match feels like an absolute star-studded event, both men's and women's, because we're going to round out the women's with AJ Lee and Becky Lynch, most likely.
Yes, they definitely got the teaser. Rhea Ripley pulling in AJ Lee. AJ Lee came back to screw Becky, which kind of thought might happen. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be a case of the enemy of my enemy. So AJ Lee goes to one side, Becky jumps into the other. We got 5 and 5, and if nothing else, I mean, on paper, dude, extremely star-studded lineups for both these matches.
Well, and a big shout to Lash Legend of jumping from NXT right to the main roster now in a War Games match with Charlotte Flair, AJ Lee, Becky Lynch, and etc.
Right, like all the names that are synonymous with success in the women's division in WWE over the last while, all going to be there. So we will see tonight. We are about 20 minutes away from the start of the show, folks. Lots going on here, so make sure you get in that chat. We will say hello to the people in a moment. Top 3 from last night. No. Did I do? Yeah, top 3 from last night. C-Money, Mega, and Anthony. Congratulations to you 3. Top 3 from the chat. Make sure you get in that chat. Don't forget super chat, super stickers. Save you or get you extra points. What?
Did we see that Monet is now not going around as already 14? She's going to be 14, so she saved herself a belt because it's she didn't count the unified and the ununified belts as 2 separate ones. So the Owen is still more over than an intern belt.
Right. It's funny because like everything seems so arbitrary. And yeah, so she's at 14 or 13. What she should be. She should be at 12 because the Owen's not a defendable. The Owen's essentially a trophy. So again, it's weird delusions. They're trying to prop this woman up and make her something special. They want to be able to say she's the best that ever did it. But yeah, I mean, it's like being the leading scorer in the minor leagues for your career. It just doesn't mean the same.
Right. At least so she's at least going down to, she's not going too over the top of. We weren't going to get 15 Monet. She's being humble at 14.
Right. Again, the question becomes with Monet, and it will be the question for a while now. When does it stop? Does she get 15? Does she get 18? Does she win that full gear? We will find out, but it doesn't seem like this is stopping anytime soon.
But I need it to stop. It need to keep hope alive. I picked Chris Statlander to win, and she needs to. How far is too far?
Yeah, we've gone too far. So, I mean, we're finally happy that we get a new champion. Stat brings a new element to it. And then instantaneously it's, here comes Monet. The big she comes rolling in like the mothership from an Independence Day. Just this big cloud over the fucking championships.
Darth Vader of the whole situation. Dun, 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 dun,
pretty much, right? Like, I don't know. But that being said, as far as tonight goes, we touched on a bunch of the stuff. Another open challenge from Ilya. This continues to be one of the best things on Friday. We thought maybe Ciampa would get in there, but Ciampa's busy with his own shit tonight.
Right.
So that'll
Alleged
be busy.
spoiler potentially for who challenges Ilya. The rumors going around is this JD.
JD McDonough would be great. I mean, I love that's why this idea of the US title, the open challenge, is awesome because you take guys like JD, you take guys like Ilya, and you throw him in the mix, and you have a really good chance to show some people off and have really good matches. I don't think since Sammy brought back the US Open challenge, we've had a bad US match, US title match.
Not at all. We've mostly just gotten confused of why Ilya keeps ducking Ciampa, like you said, but beyond that, that's it.
I like it. I want Ciampa to lose his mind. So Penta, Finn tonight shall be fun. So yeah, maybe makes sense that his tag team partner traveled with him and goes and does a job while Finn takes on Penta. I think this one's hard to call, to be honest.
It's a bit of a 50-50 split, and going by what I've seen allegedly of how the bracket lays out, whoever wins these two matches tonight face each other in the next round.
I don't think that's accurate, sir.
That's fine. I'm going off of US Today Sports to where the quarterfinals are Rusev, now TBD, because it was Sheamus, Jey Uso versus LA Knight, Solo versus Gunther, and then TBD versus TBD from tonight. That's what they're saying, but I'm fine if it's wrong.
Yeah, I thought the winner of the Carmelo Bronson match is taking on Gunther? I think is it Gunther? It might be Gunther.
I've seen that visual go around, so that's why, like I said, I could be fully wrong, but that's the most we haven't seen an actual bracket put out there, I feel.
Yeah, not like an official who's going where and what. So we will see how that looks. But yeah, Bronson, Carmelo. This might actually be a win for Carmelo, depending on what happens with Bronson here tonight.
Depending chaos from Survivor Series that gets involved in this, and could Carmelo just sneak a win? If this is, then you get Carmelo versus Gunther next round, if that's the way that they're going to set up the bracket.
Yeah, I think that works in a lot of ways. Again, Bronson could win it, but again, Bronson's got some other things to deal with right now. Maybe a factor in this one.
Yeah, well, and which one would you rather see, Bronson versus Gunther or Carmelo versus Gunther?
Doesn't matter. They're all going to die. They're all going down.
Well, there's going to be two different matches. One's a very large New Zealand man, and the other one's you got the tribal thief, and then you've got Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah, I think with Bronson going into that kind of match, I think he'll do well, but then you got to find a way to get out. Carmelo can go into that match, run around, play the underdog, get the almost one a couple times, and then eat an L, and then the fans can whine about him being buried.
Yeah, even though he was just in there with a world champ.
Right. So that's the way I think it's going to play out. But again, lots of twists and turns. And the goal here for the booking is make it exciting, make it surprising, make it fun. I think they did that last Friday. I think they did that on Monday. Now they got to keep this ball rolling because there's a good amount of excitement heading into War Games at this moment.
Yeah. SmackDown's been down for a bit, especially even compared to Monday Night Raw. They kind of started to Stella got her groove back last week. So now let's see if those dancer shoes are her size.
Right. But yeah, I see a lot of names in this chat. So we're going to say hello to the people. We got about 14 and a half minutes just over that before the start of SmackDown tonight, folks. Make sure you get in that chat. We want to see how you feel. Again, if you're quiet out there, you're shy, put in an emoji, put in a thumbs up, do whatever you want, but don't be quiet. Get in there, get involved. The community is very welcoming, and we love our community here as the Four Lifers continue to do us proud. But Zach is the first one in the chat. Again, World Television Day and World Hello Day. Hello.
Well, hello from, you're probably watching us on your TV, so it's come full circle. It's gone full meta.
Right. Mr. Stormy, it's time for your radio rewind for I Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley. Was released November 21st, 1961. Over 3 million copies sold of that song, not counting the multiple renditions that have blown up and taken over. So yeah, good shout on that one, Mr. Stormy.
Again, brought to you by Casey Kasem.
Every time.
Can't help falling in love.
Right. Kevin's back with us. Eric is in the house. What's up? How you doing? Can't wait for tonight. Becky and AJ will round out the women's happy birthday to Bella twins. The Garcia twins are 1 year older. And sorry about your bills, Nick.
That was a rough one. That was a rough one. I know even MDB's pointed out the fraud alert is, starting to get worried about the Bills because, I mean, we've lost to the Patriots, the Dolphins, the Texans now, and the Falcons. And
yeah, it feels like every second week it's like, oh, we're awesome. Then the next week we're like, no, we're not. And I think the dilemma becomes Josh Allen can't do it all by himself, bro.
I've said this. I've been saying this.
He's trying.
I know, and he can almost do it. I got so scared a couple times that he got hurt and everything during that. Trust me, during Thursday, the chat was scaring me with it. Right. But every time we got almost close, and then we'd give the ball back, and then we'd almost get there, and then we'd give the ball back.
Yeah, it's a tough one. So there's a reminder on the screen right now, folks. The link is there. Hopefully on your end, it's a hyperlink and it's clickable. If not, you can copy and paste it. If not, you can go to Discord. If not, you can reach out to any one of us via DM on socials. Go check it out. We're posting it everywhere. There will be a reel up with it. You can click that link. There's plenty of ways to get involved with the predictions title tomorrow. So become the champ. Take on Mr. Jose and take his crown.
Yeah, this man went out there and just took a whole vacation because he had 2 weeks off with no pay-per-views and everything. Sat there and went all international on us and everything.
Right.
And now thinks he can just waltz back in and just take his title back.
Welcome back, Bernard. The Bills suck, Nick.
I mean, I really don't have a pot to piss in when it comes to that argument. I mean, our wide receiver core is the biggest issue right now. I'm waiting now that Brian Dable's been fired from the Giants, our former offensive coordinator, where we were going to fucking challenge Kansas City in the playoffs every year. If we bring him back on, but yeah, it's a rough go. This is why I say I don't need a cardiologist because I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, and now on top of that too, being a pro wrestling fan, Christ Almighty, I'm making the ticker's working good.
Yeah, there you go, up and down, up and down. But welcome back, Bernard. Welcome back, Cherokee George. Let's go. Lots of puzzle piece found. Lost puzzle piece found day. Okay, that's got to be made up. I did first round. There you go. Let's go. Let's go. Cherokee. Good. Damien, the leader of the Hopium Tribe's back with us. TJ, good to see you. Mr. Reed, how you doing? Mr. Reed. Always pumped for SmackDown tonight. Got my picks in for Full Gear. Really hope I win. Let's go. Welcome to SmackDown, Anthony. Josh is back with us. Mega's here. Christian Power. Let's go. Ronan letting us know about Sheamus, which we are aware that Sheamus is out, and it's unfortunate because we thought he had a chance. C Money, happy original OTC off. I know. Oh, really? As far as
birthday.
Yeah, it's just his heavenly birthday. That's sweet. Mega, we got you. Let's go.
Yeah, shout out though, Sean, real quick. If he's putting BTA on my behind when it comes to fantasy, I'm taking him on in fantasy football and fantasy hockey this week and just getting mollywopped.
Dusted. Yeah, I got fucking Taco and he's driving me nuts in hockey.
Pause on that.
Not helping. Let's go. Love it. Anthony, welcome back. Ronan, good to see you. Mega. We're going to start limiting how many comments you can make prior to opening the show. Dale, and I can do it. Happy Friday. What's up, OG Dale? Welcome back, sir. Byron got you. Sean, Damien, C-Money, Damien, Paul, how you doing? Let's go. Ronan got you again. I miss Jose, though. CP, what up? I bet you do, sir. The Knee Pad Patrol is on the loose on a Friday night. Cooper is over on Twitch. No, he's actually on YouTube, but he is on Twitch as well. Kyle. Hi, Kyle. How you doing? 19 minutes. We're down to 9. Sonny's in the house. How you doing, Sonny? Welcome back, sir. Byron, got you. Anthony, C-Money. Jesus Christ. Andy B, Kyle Cabral, Byron, Allen's a new name. Hey, there you go. Samurai. I like the name.
Is it Samurai or Samurai?
Samurai. I'm calling him Samurai.
Yeah, but break the wall. We don't know if Jericho's contract is actually going to be up or if he's just doing this all as it's a chess move either way. It's a great tactic from Jericho of, hey, let me put out a picture of me looking healthy and fit to anybody that might want to have my services. Pause.
Yeah.
I talked some trash about AEW and kind of getting a bit of the good graces of WWE, and Tony's out there. I'd love to have him back, but
yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, did it feel very much like when Tony got asked about like Ricky Saints or others in the past that he knew the real answer, but like, nice guy, I like him, would love to see him again. But it felt like he really didn't know the answer. And it's really interesting.
It feels like a D2 coach walking into a D1 household, like that's already like a 5-star recruit and everything. Of like, you already know they aren't coming back to you, they aren't going to you.
Yeah,
but you just got to put on your best foot and your best face of like, maybe I can swing them this one last time.
right.
Just a little bit of the tears and the misty eyes. Like, I want to have Jericho's retirement match in AEW, but I don't think he's anywhere near retiring. Oh, that sounds a bit, Tony, like he's going to go away for a while.
Does that, and that did open the door for the question of like, does he go do like a run with WWE, get into the Hall of Fame, retire kind of, and then do his return for one last match with Jericho?
The corniest shit of all time. And at that point, he'd be what, 57, almost 58, because he's 55 now. If he has one full year run, does a whole Y2J comes to an end retirement tour, because that's still the wave now. But he even has a little bit brief period, and that's he goes into the Hall of Fame next year. Like John's allegedly going to go into the Hall of Fame this year with Steph, but then goes and wrestles in AEW again for he'll get a retirement tour in AEW for sure. Because they didn't even do Jeff's, so they haven't done one. They'll do their John Cena is Chris Jericho. So that's the carniest shit. If he'll be 57, almost 58, and have 2 back-to-back retirement tours.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see him having like a big retirement tour with WWE, not this way anyway, but we'll see what plays out. I mean, again, once upon a time, and I'd have to go back through the archive, but I thought the conversation was the fact that, Jericho would sign there for like a decade and he wasn't leaving and he wasn't going anywhere. So was that bullshit? He hadn't signed for a decade. Or is it has things changed? Is the relationship changed? But can you believe we haven't seen him since what, April?
Yeah, well, since around WrestleMania season, and I still always hate. And real quick, shout out to Action Jackson, the comment that you had up of. I think everybody should, all of you folks should suplex that like button. Absolutely, Northern Light suplex that like button. But the fact, I always hate when Tony's like, I'd love to have him back. Tony, then why isn't he here? He's not injured. He's just chilling at home. So it's the same vibe of like with Rusev, with Ricky Saints, like you said, with even Mariah May, that when they're still just sitting at home, not injured, just withering away, collecting a paycheck, and you say, I'd love to have him back. So then bring him back. What's the holdup?
Yeah, I mean, he's played that game before, and it's like, but you're the one. And the same, and it felt like everybody that kind of came up, like Britt Baker. Oh, I love her. She's great. We'll love to see her soon. What about Adam Cole? We love him. He may never come back. That's a hard one, but we love him. We'd love him to come back. What about Jericho? We love him. Like, we get it. You love everyone. You'd love to have everybody. It's awesome. But Saffin's with us.
Everybody, and you just choose not to fucking book them.
Right, Josh? Welcome back. Alan, good to see you. Klaatu in the house. Let's go. Let's go. Who else am I seeing right now? That's just about everybody. Cooper, Anthony. All right, keep it coming, folks. Keep the chat busy. We'll try and scroll back through some of the bigger questions or thoughts out there once we weed through all the other little ones. But yeah, I mean, we got lots going on. 4 minutes to the start of the show. I'm actually excited for SmackDown. It's been a fun week, a fun couple weeks here in wrestling. And business picking up tonight, sold out 11,000 people were reporting. And again, somebody had put it out, like a reporter, that the last SmackDown barely got 4,000 people, and that was a lie. This week, it sold out 11,000 people. Again, I will always remind people, careful who you source when you start running your mouth on the internet, because people will call you out and you will get busted for it.
Well, and I like the whole reporter. That's how it has to be kind of treated with some of these people and everything. But yeah, it literally just got me choked up out here. There's so much bullshit. But we've said this before, and we said this even on the last dirt sheet debate that we did, which is still out. Go check that out, folks, when you're done here tonight. That this always happens around this time of year. And it's like we're both live in the Northeast of at least North America. So we get, an actual winter of snow and everything. To where you leave to go to work and it's dark, you go to come home and it's dark. There is no sunlight.
Ain't no sunshine.
Wow, when she go. But there's that lull when football comes back of that post kind of nut clarity of, everything in wrestling kind of just takes this weird little standstill pattern, especially with a John Cena retirement tour happening, of you take this extended pause for the cause a bit of everything's in a bit of a holdup. And then around Survivor Series, gearing up towards Royal Rumble, gearing up towards the back half of the year and everything, or into 2026, I should say, is when everything really starts to ramp up. Like, look at how the whole narrative shifted about people talking about Triple H's booking from one week to the next week, all because of one Raw.
Fickle. In both directions are fickle. Like, they're so quick to celebrate and they're so quick to shoot it down as well. Like, there is no middle ground. Like, some nights are just an okay wrestling show. Like, I mean, for the thousands upon thousands of hours of wrestling that's been watched by us alone, I mean, some of them are just okay, and that's okay. Like, an okay show doesn't mean the show's falling apart. A boring couple months is not great for anyone. I feel like we went through that. I think sometimes in an effort to be like smart bookers and kind of play the analytics, and we see it actually in sports where you overanalyze and then you end up like, all right, well, we'll book light, which is only compounding the problem instead of combating it. So there's been I'd say a little lull. We got through the lull. We've seen the lull before. Again, we're going to have a bit of a lull because we're going into the Christmas season, and then we come out the other side and we're starting to set up Royal Rumble already. Like, we're going to be talking Mania in a matter of weeks. This is insane.
Change pro wrestling or WWE, AEW, pick a promotion. Change pro wrestling in a conversation with XYZ TV show that you watch. Sons of Anarchy, Walking Dead, Breaking Bad. I know I'm probably making dated references at this point. But they're not every episode was an absolute banger.
No.
And when you get maybe like a bad whole season, like that season wasn't great, then you start to worry a little bit of, is this going the wrong direction, this, that, and the third. You'll give you that. But not every episode was a fucking 5-star instant, a cinema classic there.
Yeah, no, it can't be. It can't be. And they know that. They know that they can't burn the audience out. The hero doesn't always walk into the sunset at the end of every episode. Sometimes the bad guy gets one over, and that's what makes the show fun. Right. Speaking of that real quick, rumor is Santos back out. He gone again. Rumor is Santos is no longer with the WWE again.
How? I don't, it doesn't even make sense. So what? Well, this is making my brain hurt right as we're about to try and sync up here and everything. But so you're telling me that this man may have never even actually signed a contract that was only reported by the dirt sheets, not by anyone else. And that now he's a free agent again? Was he just a free agent all the time?
Maybe. As I'm getting the Netflix logo to kick this one off, but I thought it was a funny story going around of like, hold up.
All right. I got it then.
Then?
I'm going to just let it ride and see where we end up. But I do like this real quick from Cooper of Now. So we're like right there. John's Thugonomics promo there gave away because he named Nick, he named Zach, but he named Claudio too.
Yeah.
We haven't got no Claudio.
Yeah. I mean, it's a nice way to make it kind of all fit, but I got the Big Together logo and we are set and ready to roll for SmackDown, folks. Get in that chat. Go find your friends. Send them our link. Let's load up. Let's blow this one up. Don't be quiet. Don't be shy. And we are in Denver tonight for all the fun.
Yes, we are mile high and out here on Rocky Top.
So we're looking at the Buffaloes.
Yeah, the University of Colorado. Because so does that mean we're going to get a primetime Deion Sanders, appearance on
Just
SmackDown?
give him a mic.
Oh yeah, what? Could you imagine if you had primetime, in like the Attitude Era, showing up like a Mike Tyson?
Yeah, give him a microphone. Let him cut a fucking promo. I'm sure he'll be fine. The problem might be getting him to stop, but Alexa and Charlotte on the way in. Judgment Day is here, so maybe it is JD McDonough tonight.
I mean, at least you're showing that he's here. He's in the building, so it would make sense at this point.
Penta.
Yes, Boston.
Big pop for Penta.
Absolutely. Well, he's got the Buffalo. He got the University of Colorado jersey. But yeah, speaking of Buffaloes, I see you. Trust me. I live in New England, my guy. I eat shit on a daily basis as being a Yankees fan and a Buffalo Bills fan.
Right. What's up, Fallon? What's up, Boston?
Oh, so I've heard this going around, and I don't know if it's fully legitimate, or if we missed it, if I missed it, if it's just because of the War Games. Is Logan Paul officially part of the Vision?
I don't believe that they have officially said yes to that. Maybe it went over my head, but as we get a run back of last Friday where Drew joined the group, I think if you had the 4 people that are on screen right now as an ongoing faction, it would be one of the best heel factions you could ever assemble, and they could run a fucking muck on this show. And just have Paul fucking with the GMs the way he has over the last 2 weeks. I think there's so much potential with this. But we go to Raw where here we go.
But yeah, that's the thing, is I've seen a lot of people really say that he's officially a member. Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it unless I missed it. We missed it. Fact checkers, You can let us know if they officially said anything. It feels like it's because of the War Games thing, but still, like you said, we even thought basically outside of maybe Drew and Logan was a weird addition initially, but this was what we kind of already thought was going to be the Vision. So this could just stay as a faction.
Yeah, I think it works in a lot of ways. And I said it for 2025. I'm probably going to double down going into 2026. But I do believe that Logan Paul will be a world champion sooner than later. And I thought maybe 2025. It hasn't happened. Looks like it's too late for it to happen. Give it time. That man's going to get his hands on gold.
Byron, I read this the wrong way, but I still think it works either way. Logan Paul, I read it as the feature.
I read it as the future.
But I was like, the feature, that works. Did you see him giving shit to Taker? Because now Taker's got his own YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So I'm tired of these, outsiders coming in thinking they're YouTubers.
It's so good. I mean, again, for all the assholishness and the natural douchebaggery that is Logan Paul, he has a sense of smarts and timing and how to fuck with things and how to poke at things. He just does. I can't.
You can't deny at this point that the guy is not, like, you can't say he's not talented at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people want to
go ahead.
People want to overlook what he does in the ring, and I mean, I think he's viable. He's fine. I mean, not the most experienced guy, but
in ring, out of ring, as a business, as this, as that, he's still annoying as shit. But yeah, so
Hall of Famer, the Oracle Paul Heyman. Logan, that vest screaming, "I don't fit you." What are we doing?
It gives very stop, drop, open up shop vibes.
It gives very YMCA vibes, actually.
Well, I was going to say Discount Shield, Temu Shield.
Right. But they are booing loud. And amidst the booing, they start playing along with them. You puppets.
Because you can't help but go with it. It's the same thing with Jericho. It's the same thing with Seth. They'll cheer the song and then they'll instantly start booing.
Yeah. They're booing the shit out of them.
Yeah, but you got to do Paul Heyman, because when are you going to get the chance to do that? You're going to waste that opportunity? We'll be locked inside a double cage. Z-Man, what up? Spaz. How do you guys solve the disparity of ideas between the two ideas of they should have saved that for a pay-per-view and there's nothing good on weekly TV? It is a balancing act. That's a fucking deep ass question. That's a good one. But yeah,
that's a phenomenal question. I mean, it's the same thing as the dilemma of push new people, don't bury other people. Shit. To me, it's a little bit of the fickle side of the wrestling fan base. A little bit of the spoiled side of the fan base where it's very much, we want everything our way. There is a thin line, I believe, where you want to put good main events on and you want to put good matches on your shows. Yes. But if you want it to feel special, you have to save it for that pay-per-view. We just saw it with Blood and Guts of that was a great weekly show. It was insane, But now Full Gear feels a little bit meh.
You're probably cooking at your best when the line's super blurred.
Yeah.
Because then that's really when both are really running at optimal. But I'll tell you what, I can say for a fact, 2 Blood and Guts War Games matches on the same show with a Falls Count Anywhere match with the world champion in between as a buffer, that's pay-per-view. That's not
it's too much. Too much.
That's a little too much assault. Yeah.
Right? Look. I mean, Paul's doing all this shit for Logan that he'd do for others.
Which is interesting because we've said that Logan was a guy that seemed like he wouldn't need a Paul.
But Paul makes him so much more. It validates him. It helps him.
That's stop right there. That's the biggest thing right there that you said is it validates him.
Yeah.
It instantly makes him feel a lot credible instead of he's
just reading his palm and he gets interrupted. So we're probably
who did that before, Dwayne?
I think that's why he did it. That was so funny. Oh, let me see here. I got 5 things. Paul is going to take what Logan has naturally and hone it into a fucking usable talent set. Where instead of just coming in no. We're going to edit you. We're going to trim down the fat, the extra stuff we don't really need. And this is where we're going to go with it. I think Paul elevates Logan to another level as the Usos are here, and it looks like we're setting up a main event, Nick.
Yeah, my guy.
Road Dog special.
Cody Rhodes. What's that? What did you say first?
I said the Road Dog special.
Yeah, but I was saying that we haven't even seen Cody Rhodes yet. But I think the biggest thing of what you just said there was Paul Heyman with Logan Paul validates him. Mm-hmm. He very much, it's like Roman get with Paul, of it validated him as a heel initially right then and there.
Oh, yeah.
Logan Paul with Paul Heyman now moves him from just a YouTuber, celebrity part-timer to now he's out there with one of the GOATs.
He's a Heyman guy.
He's a Heyman guy officially.
And that matters in this business. Being a Heyman guy has come with a certain level of success and expectation for the most part. There's some duds out there that drop the ball, but again, Paul's done really well for people. Imagine Roman comes back to make that heel turn and there is no Paul. It would have been so much harder to get that off the ground. But that night when they showed Roman and they pan up and he's with Paul, you're like, oh shit, this is different.
As we got huge OTC chance, but Heyman's that extra little thing that lays it up perfectly. He's your perfect point guard, like a John Stockton. He'll always get the assist.
Yeah,
but he's not the one scoring the buckets.
He's the pitcher behind the fence. Like when you're just throwing out like home run balls like that, the practice pitcher, he's that guy just throwing softies down the middle.
But he does so well to lay up people like with Roman, with Paul, even with this. He got an extra layer of reaction because Paul set him up for it. Yeah.
And there's been times where Logan's promos can be a little off the rails, a little wonky, not the strongest because he's newer at this. Mm-hmm. So you kind of minimize that and you let Paul fill in some gaps.
Right.
Cough, Curtis Axel. Facts.
Yeah, well, and then cry back to Lady B. That's from Toddlers of Anarchy. So, yes, that's where I was going. We hadn't seen Cody yet, and we knew Cody was going to be here. So, are we going to get ourselves a trios match player? Holla, holla, holla.
Yeah, we're going to have a 6-man main event, folks. I'm guessing.
Which will probably involve Drew running out, and then, no, you're not going to have you're not going to give everything away on SmackDown right before Raw. So you do want a Drew and a Punk, maybe? Do you even do a Drew?
Oh.
Did Cody?
The
no.
phone. Nick, they fucking around. No, Cody. Where's Drew?
Yeah, but
Dave's
face looks so good right now as well. We're cutting to the back.
Ah, shit.
Cody, stay away from your bus. Dwayne whooped your ass. Drew's walking out. I mentioned Drew.
Oh, it's Drew. Right.
Got Cody leaking that iron brew.
Oh, why would you? How the fuck?
Bro, that looks like a haunted house shit. Is that prosthetic, Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, as now the Bronze, Logan, yoking it up, Jay and Jimmy to the back. So shit is not going to stop. I mean,
why is the light all stroby? Why is the light all stroby? And I don't like it.
I thought that was Ricochet helping him.
I swear to God, I thought
that was Ricochet.
That or Cutler. But yeah, Jay Uso's face was the best with that, because once he heard Cody's music and no Cody, you could see him kind of even just start patting himself down of like, oh shit. Well, that was the only backup plan, my guy.
So if you were just tuning in, folks, we go to the first commercial break. Paul Heyman, the Vision, is out here causing trouble. Cody Rhodes, his music came on, no Cody. We find Cody in his bus as Drew exits, and we got a bleeding Cody as we go to the first commercial.
Right, as Boston poking holes in all the logic. Why would his music play if he wasn't even in Gorilla? He's all the way in the parking lot. That was lame.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. We're okay with it. That's just being a picky bitch.
And nitpicky was what you said.
Man, nitpicky. I mean, again, you're intense. We've seen people come in from the back and come in from deeper in the back. So Cody's music
does it every fucking week.
Yeah, I mean, they queued up the music. They expected Cody to come walking out from the bus and into the arena. As you saw, it took 30 seconds for the Usos to get there. So it wasn't like he was parked in fucking section F way back in, down amongst the people. He was by the door. So let's be real.
Right. Saying what up. Sorry I'm late, guys. There's never late, even if you're watching it on the replay.
Right.
Christian, I see you. Jordan, I like this one. I can smell tonight's show going to be of WWF Attitude Era action in the backstage. Right. We've already had that. We've had a man beaten up on a bus, and you've actually, that's the thing we said coming out of, or at least I know I said it coming out of Monday Night Raw. It felt very Attitude Era of we go off screen with chaos. Police are out there. I know kayfabe, they're jobbers, but they're police and everything. They're going through the barricade. They released the body cam footage and everything of that.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, again, a very interesting. I want it. I want more of this. The one thing that's been consistent for the last few shows here with WWE, and maybe it's just location, but the energy in each of the buildings, like tonight, the crowd is on fire. Monday, exceptional crowd. New York came out and killed it. I think we've been lucky to have a few really good crowds the last little bit here.
Yeah, Bash 8, Big Dog, I see you. I'm on UK Vippin', so I got about 30 seconds or so before we're back from commercial. I will ask you in the chat this. Which right now, like, how do we feel about War Games? That it's got way more story to me going into it. It's not going to be your blood, guts, and gore like Blood and Guts was, but Blood and Guts didn't have that story, that angle, that like feel, that vibe going into it. It just felt like we're going to put a bunch of people in the cage and just mash them together.
Listen, straight up, I said it, and I stand on it, is the fact that Blood and Guts, even though it was an entertaining show, the actual matches were very mid-carder heavy. There was a lot of mid-carders. Cody's still down, still struggling.
Yeah, who gets busted, though, like that? When have you seen a cut like that?
Oh, Drew pulls up.
Yeah, he's been suspended, and that's, again, what makes this work. If this feels,
Yeah.
who feels like an Austin vibe of he's been suspended. God damn it. Why is he still popping out here?
Right. I like it. I like the commentary telling a story. Commentary's job is not to just to yell at the top of the lungs what you see in front of you, but to also convey and tell a story. But here we go. We're not messing around here tonight as we are jumping directly into Ilya. And we'll find out who answers the open challenge here. Spazzer, $10. Let's go.
The more the Usos as a team come out to just Jay's music, the more I'm convinced the Usos split in the match and cost the faces the win. But separate from that, the real question is cereal a soup? No, because I eat cereal, I don't eat soup. Soup is just hot flavored water.
That is not true, especially the way I do it. Soup is fucking phenomenal and done right. It's great. I mean, technically, it would be a cold soup. Technically. I mean,
well, that depends on if you know. That depends on if you put milk in it, because not everybody puts milk in.
What would you put instead of milk?
You just eat cereal dry. I'm one of those people. I will eat cereal dry and have a glass of milk.
That's a fucking snack. That's not an actual bowl of cereal.
Yes, I'm a psychopath. I know this, that I will have just dry cereal and a glass of milk, but won't combine the two. Combining the two to me is just no.
What do you mean no? Why wouldn't you combine the two? That's where all the goodness comes from.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I know I don't do that.
You don't do that. You just eat the cereal and then drink the milk.
Yes.
Okay. I don't even know.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
No judgment. To each their own. I mean, that's a new take. I love me some cereal. I mean, cereal's good. I mean, technically, I think it is the defining factor of a soup, like the boiling or the melding of everything together, and you don't really do that with a cereal. Again,
you have like a bisque. You said it's a cold soup. Isn't it a bisque? I honestly don't eat or partake in soup. Well,
why don't you take in soup? Soup's good.
No, it's not.
I have spent many hours like perfecting certain soups.
And that's time I got back in my life that I wasn't out there perfecting soups. I wasn't perfecting.
I mean, right after the Paisan. Last week I made a fucking a lasagna soup. Fuck the lasagna. We made the lasagna soup.
Well, there you go. Well, isn't it like a bisque? Am I wrong? If that's like a cold soup?
Yeah. What's the other one? I almost said Gestapo. That's not right.
No, that's definitely not good. That's the Walmart security making sure you went through the self-checkout. Oh, I seriously say that every time. I hand the receipt to the missus and say, make sure we got our papers so we can get out of here.
Right.
Gestapo be looking.
JD answers the challenge as expected. And again, remember moments like this, folks. The WWE tries to surprise us. Some asshole lets it leak out. And then when the WWE lets shit leak out or does a show that shows you behind the scenes, they're on their sites going, I can't believe they're ruining kayfabe. Can't have it both ways. I will take a poll.
Yeah. And this is still going to be a fantastic match because people forget how good of a wrestler Jordan Devlin, a.k.a. JD McDonough, is. And this is basically your NXT UK heavyweight scene of we're getting a callback to NXT UK in 2025. Walter is back with his music and everything instead of Gunther. Everyone remember Walter with the and everything. And now you've got Jordan Devlin versus Ilya Dragunov out here. And Gazpacho is what you were thinking of, not Gestapo.
Gestapo. It sounds so funny. But yeah, I mean, cold soup I'm not a fan of. Because it just feels wrong. Cold soup, like it's like when you see shows and they're like, we're making beef tartare. I'm like, cook the beef. The fuck you mean?
Are you a sushi guy then? Are you not you do raw fish?
I like sushi. I love sushi a lot. But I'm not. It's selective, and I can go for like some white guy sushi. Like, give me the teriyaki chicken sushi. We're good. But
food, just cook it.
Right. I mean, again, there's enough options in sushi to not need to go the raw fish route.
There you go. As we're in commercial break right now, as JD's working over Ilya on the outside after he hucked him out, and Ilya took the bump on his cranium. So
right.
JD McDonough doesn't get enough props. Yeah, everybody forgets he finished a match with like a punctured lung and a broken rib and shit like that. And everyone, WWE is unsafe for it. Like, I think everybody was telling him not to do it. He just said, fuck y'all.
Yeah, but no, I don't think anyone knew that he had like he hit the table, and he that's not like if you're in Gorilla, you're like punctured lung. Like, that one's a tough one. You need an X-ray to figure that one out. Come on, guys.
Yeah, you didn't know live on hand. Apparently, me, like I said, apparently I'm a psychopath at MDB if I eat dry cereal and I don't eat soup.
Right. Soup is amazing, man. I want to send you soup now, like my loaded baked potato soup. So fucking
That's
good.
fine. The missus will enjoy it.
Yeah, she will.
Pause. That sounded provocative.
I wonder how cereal would taste with chocolate milk. Yeah, all the diabetes.
I wonder what it would taste like with whiskey. What?
Right? Like,
what is just Choco Puffs or Cocoa Puffs?
Yeah, you can get like the Oreo cereal that like turns your water chocolate.
How fat are we as a country? I don't know if you guys have this in Canada, but we have cookies and cream flavored Oreos. So we have Oreo flavored Oreos.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Fucking redundancy at its finest.
Yeah. Amazing. Apparently Nick does. I mean, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just pour the milk on the cereal and eat it. Because
I'm picky and finicky. Because I'm nitpicky.
Nitpicky. Ilya retains. Yeah, I'm going Ilya on this one, folks. Dragunov 90%. So a few hopefuls, but heavily Dragunov on this one.
Yeah, JD is just not that guy right now that's going to beat Ilya. Like, he's not going to be the one he's the U.S. champ on SmackDown type shit. Yo. Again, people forget how good JD McDonough. We make fun of his big bobblehead. He's in the JD, so he's, already got his own name working against him because he's, second or third fiddle to Dom Mysterio. But people forget how goddamn good of a wrestler he is.
He can go, man. He can really go. And he was good in NXT UK. I mean, he had a great run. Again, it's a different animal, but ultimately the guy can go. He sells his ass off. If you haven't seen, go listen to the interview we did with Chris Van Vliet. The guy just loves wrestling. I love those guys, right? Like the guys that truly love wrestling, that it's not just a job for them or a business. They just love what they do, and he's one of them. Like, yeah, I know I broke my rib, but I got to finish this match. Like, fuck.
Yeah, well, and again, even outside of, yes, I do have a bit of Irish heritage. I know you got the Irish and the Scottish and everything, but even when we started, or at least when I joined the channel and everything like that, I know like the first couple of interviews that we got, like Art, chicken white chili. Are you fucking Kevin? Are you Kevin from The Office?
Real quick, I'm interrupting you, but you don't do soup. Stew, or like, will you do stew?
No. I don't do Stu. I don't do Kevin. I don't do Patrick. I don't do anyone.
And chili?
No.
Come on. Chili is like a fucking classic. I can cook you 5 different types of chili.
No, it's probably 2 alarms at best. Who are we kidding here, Ned Flanders? No. I don't know. It looks like how it's going to come out before it even goes in. So what the fuck am I doing out here?
It doesn't, as long as it tastes good going in, man.
It's going to go the whole way coming out. But what I was saying is that when I know, at least when I first popped on the channel and everything, like the first real independent wrestlers and anything that we even talked to, interviewed or anything, all the Irish lads that were all like, actually, no Jordan, no Cleary, Mr. Ilya or Mr. Lira and everything. So he's kind of got a soft spot in my heart always with him, just because he's talented as shit. He hasn't been fully pushed outside of with the NXT UK. And I just want more people to see, like, the man finished a fucking match with like punctured lungs and shit.
Yeah. What up, Taco? Yo, I mean, listen, Fantasy hockey. Mark has me chasing Taco in a way that I haven't done in years. So yeah, son of a bitch, laying a whooping on me.
There you go. Well, that serves you right after you just whoop my ass. What the fuck does Big Nick even eat?
I was mean to you.
I didn't have a chance.
Well, what the fuck does Big Nick eat? I know he likes pizza. I'm a
Parmesan, yeah.
Do you eat pasta?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my God. Pasta, especially pasta is a struggle meal staple. You get your bar hot dogs that are less than $1. You get your fucking white bread or you get a hot dog bun and you get your fucking pasta. Yeah. Pasta's ingratiated.
Okay. Oh my God. Standing Spanish fly.
Two go.
It's a good match.
I hate that we're talking over cereal and soup about this right now, but yes, it's been a fantastic match.
Yes, sir, you broke the chat with your whole. We're trying to figure out what you do like.
This is why, folks, you need to become a member today because this is fully topics that we would talk about on a members only stream and everything, and when we actually talk about all the non-wrestling stuff and everything. So if you want to fully divulge into our dietary needs and everything like that, and go meal for meal and culinary dishes, become a member today. That's the weirdest way to transition to being a member for a wrestling channel, but we did it and it works.
Find out what we eat, folks. Become a member today. And hey, there might be a couple surprises.
Whoa! Are they okay? Are they okay? Was that supposed to happen or was that not supposed to happen? And that's a hell of a way to go to commercial. I'll say that.
Yeah, JD instantly grabbing the back of his neck. Oh, God. That was a stumbly mess. But the show rolls on a hell of a match.
Yeah, but for those who didn't see it, so I can't remember who started off. I think Ilya had JD up for a superplex, and then it kind of went over the ropes. And then JD then turned around and flipped Ilya over the ropes, and it just kind of all looked like who was on first and what's on second kind of vibe as KJ takes a pause for the gauze, my guy, as we're in commercial break, or we were watching in the US, we're in commercial break. I'm in picture as Ilya beats the count, getting back in. That was supposed to happen. Well, we'll see. It looks like it now with the fact that they're fully recovered from it, but it was a hell of a spot. It was a hell of a spot and a hell of a fucking risk if they're going to take it. Welcome to the Nick Ramsey Cooking for Wrestling channel. Oh, don't have me. Oh, well, even then, halftime, honestly, the missus cooks. Special occasion. Brock Lesnar shows up, Roman Reigns shows up type shit when I cook. But yeah. We're just going to have a random wrestling food blog. Put it in the chat, put it in the comments on this video if you actually want to see us do anything wrestling food related, do some, cooking. We're not going to do a cooking show, I don't think. But go through remember all the wrestling tie-ins to Chef Boyardee and everything like that. Then there's the Grilling with JR cookbook of we sit there and meals inspired by wrestlers coming soon. Yeah, where we go through and grade, JR's cookbook and the wrestling cookbooks and shit. You're just trying to make us fat at this point now. Nick Butter Ramsey. I'm waiting for KJ with this goddamn butter sound effect. Yeah, now you're letting the butter run wild out here because everybody's out here wanting to just see us, I guess, cook all the wrestling meals. Yeah, we got to review the ice cream bars. I still have never had one. Anyone who was watching wrestling at that time, mostly when CM Punk brought it back, KJ's gonna be like, well, I had all the Macho Man ones in the fucking 80s or whatever. But when CM Punk brought them back and they did a limited run with them and they came back for a bit, I never snagged one. Butter made it. It's going to be a goddamn shirt now on the merch store. Coming soon. Very much and again, still. We are updating the merch store. We do have the Discord. We have the super chats, the super stickers, the memberships as well. Again, if you really want to, maybe we'll make that a membership exclusive. If you want, cooking with KJ on like Emerald Lagasse out there. Bam! That'll be a members only exclusive, but we got all the bits and bobbles for your wrestling needs out there. And again, save your friends from bad wrestling content creators, bad streamers, everything like that. Save them from the IWC. We're out there, the Wrestling Fans United. We're not out there doing weird AI videos with wrestlers or anything like that. But yeah, be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. As we're getting ever so close, I think, to like 7.8K, getting ever closer to 8K. And again, when we reach the 10K goal, me and KJ are going to get tattoos of the logo on our bodies and everything. Yo, off the top rope as we're back in action. I just found out I actually have a tattoo shop that I haven't checked out the quality, but at least I know they exist. Brainbuster in the center of the ring. That's where they're walking distance of me. So I might try and outdo KJ with them sleeves and everything. Chef Boyar KJ and Nick Hell's Kitchen Ramsey. I dig it, big dog. Buttermania Melton Wild. Oh, that's the slogan. Anthony, you get a star. But yeah, no, we're not. None of that. Taco, Nick coming to judge guys grocery games. I would fucking love to. Honestly, I fully transparent. I'll watch cooking shows like a motherfucker. Yo, you just smash that, man. Keep it a buck. That's me and mom's big Nick would watch the Food Network together. Sappy as shit. Yeah. Bacon Club, the cookbook. Oh, coming soon to the merch store. But we need to know the supply and demand with all of that. But yeah, Nick can cook like a mother. That's one way of putting it. But yeah, is JD going up top? Is JD going to win this? Moonsault. 1, 2 count. This has been a fantastic match that has been cooking pun spoiled by us talking about all this food and cooking talk. But yeah, this has been a fantastic match. The WWE's mid-card scene is so slept on right now and so underrated. I mean, on one hand, it's been hijacked on Raw with the IC title belt going on John Cena. But the SmackDown US Open challenges, if you don't know, now you know. These are always, without a doubt, almost undeniably the best match of SmackDown, and at times, the best match of the week. Double headbutt. Anyone comes back with another headbutt, so we're just cracking craniums out here. Powerbomb. H-bomb. 1, 2, 3, and that's still. I love you, but that's still the most provocative ass pin next to stupid sexy Rhea's pin. But yeah, my guy, there ain't nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, as Ilya retains as your U.S. champion in a fantastic match, and we're just over a half hour in. I feel like SmackDown's kind of good. We've already had the Vision segment, the runoff backstage, and all of that. And now, excuse me, is that Ilya's 5th defense already as U.S. champion? So we've already gotten, in 1 month, almost more U.S. champion challenges than Julia had in her whole reign. But we go to the commentary, and yeah, great match. Ilya's so good. It's going to be interesting of where they and when they move him more towards the main scene. But yeah, fantastic. Loved it. So, Big Nick versus Guy Fieri versus Gordon Ramsay with special ref Rachel Ray at Mania. Book it, Dano. Tony Khan, book it, give. Yeah, well, I'll do it. I'll tell you. Do I get to pick a manager or something like that? I don't know. Adam Ridgman from Man vs. Food. That or Chef Robert Irvine. He's got wrestling ties in. He's Gail Kim's husband. So there you go. We'll tie it all the way back into wrestling as we're getting the back and forth between. So we're setting up everything with the Women's Survivor Series match as Charlotte came back just for Alexa, and then we had the who can be cuter couple moment. Wrestling for Life wrap, bacon, lettuce, THC, butter drizzle. There you go. Not even just in the chat. I want to see comments on this video after we go live and everything. So you're going to have to write them down and come back with them. But what would be the Wrestling for Life menu? What's your best, menu dish, your food pun? Hit us with all of that. Y'all just making me goddamn hungry at this point as we're going to get to sit down and try and make peace between Rhea, Charlotte, Alexa, and Io here. Who's the better friend group that you would want to be with, respectfully? This has sounded gossipy and, Mean Girls vibe. Would you rather, be out there with Rhea and Io? As, goddamn, Io. Save a horse, ride a sky. Oh, yeah, so we're having this awkward, we're going to move both the other way so you two can just have it out. That's honestly some shit you do in your actual friend group. As Kathy Kelly's backstage with Nick Aldis. Is this a Sheamus announcement? Oh, so we're in front of the duck. So he's going to this is where we're going to set up the main event tonight, player. Damn, Charlotte. Who do you think will join Women's War Games at Survivor Series? Becky and AJ. Easy. I'd be surprised if it's anyone but them. The only reason he's here is because, is he going to throw him out of the building? My hands are tied just like they're tied in a situation with Drew McIntyre. What is it? How are your hands are tied? You suspended him. He should be in violation. He should be getting fined. Is there no justice in this Smackdown? Persona non grata? We're off on the run. So is Aldis hucking him? Oh, we beat up Cody Rhodes. He's not inside your arena. He's not inside your locker room. Is this like possession is 9 times of the law type fucking argument? An opponent stupid enough like Carmelo Hayes. They are setting up Carmelo fully to win. And this is again half what Paul Heyman contributes so much to pro wrestling that I feel like certain people don't take even into account. Him honestly even mentioning Carmelo Hayes in that promo and the way he did amplifies him just because it's coming from Paul Heyman. It's like Bill Belichick before he went to North Carolina and lost his mind and everything, or like Tom Brady type shit, Peyton Manning. That guy mentioning your name means more because just of who he is. And as we're going right to Carmelo Hayes, so time's out perfectly. And it's not to disparage Carmelo because I think Carmelo's a talent. I still find it weird of how certain people crash out already of, he's buried, he's not getting used. There's only so many slots at so many times. You can really I know it's not the fullest and best comparable, but it's the closest comparable. If there's so many slots on a roster, there's only so many guys that can be on the starting lineup and no one's denying Carmelo's talent if he's just one of those guys that's not in the starting lineup, but is still on the squad. You know what I'm saying? I still think at some point you're going to get Trick that goes up and pairs up with them, and they go off through the tag team division, or even they just stay as friends and go singles routes both together. But I do think that he's going to end up winning this match because you've got everything going on with all of this now, and especially everything set up. If we're not going to set up a match for that, which after that backstage segment, it seems like that's the way we're not going. So that's where Jimmy and Jay will run out and cost Bronson the match, and Carmelo gets the win that way. Because Bronson's got too much else going on beyond this tournament. You're spreading yourself too thin. And Carmelo works better stylistically, I think, versus Gunther. He can have that match. He can be the underdog babyface that's outsized, outmatched, and outgunned, and then still, make you believe at any minute he could pull it off. But as we're in commercial break, folks, so let me know who you got for this match, whether you've got Carmelo Hayes or you've got Big Bronson Reed, the tribal thief. And again, how are you feeling now with all of this vibe, all the build going into War Games? I know everybody's Blood and Guts couldn't hold a candle to War Games. They're two different animals to me at this point. One is storyline, one is gore, one is GCW, one is extreme, one is character work, one is plot. Rest of For Life tacos, flour tortilla, pepperoni, Canadian bacon, marinara sauce, topped with mozzarella cheese. That sounds either terrible or the most stoner food ever. Sorry, vitamin food ever. But yes, as we are in commercial break, Bronson Reed versus Gunther would be an interesting match. Yeah, how does Bronson lose it then without it A, splashing onto Gunther, and B, does he just get squashed by Gunther and then you've buried him right before you get into War Games? The path of least resistance and the optimal choice here, I think, is Carmelo Hayes wins. He has a good match with Gunther. He's going to lose, but he has a good match and he gets over, and he was in there with the former world champ. Best case scenario, and you probably get something that carries on from Monday Night Raw that disrupts this match. Bonkers, what up? Chris McCarty, Caitlin. I'm not even going to WNBA talk at this point. Damien, what up? Bonkers again. Nick, would you ever make a meal after me? Christian, I don't even know how to take that, sir. Pause for the cause on that. But yeah. I don't even know where to jump off from that. Trick gonna hit on Kalani? No. That honestly, you could just move all three of them up at once. Would you do Kalani ending up on SmackDown as a challenger for Jade, or does she would you do this is now getting outstretched and overworked here, but would you do Kalani, Jade, Carmelo, Trick? No, you keep them separate because you've still got Lash. Lash would be more around Trick. Jade still needs to stay by herself. But yeah, no, I think you could fit them all in the roster. And again, that's what makes it work, is they don't all have to be super connected. I still do want Trick and Carmelo to be connected because I think it gives them both a bit of a lift up and a leg up. And also it helps them in the tag team division. The tag team division is a little stale, stagnant. It's like the same four teams. It helps add something new. And again, they can still just have each other's back and still just be going after singles titles. We need more wrestling pairings that aren't just full factions. You need alliances.
Speaking of wrestling pairings and alliances.
Yeah.
Right.
Wrestling for Life, #1 food, bologna and a lot of it. No.
You fried bologna is good though. You cold bologna, like uncooked bologna, is disgusting. Yeah, no.
I'm so over food talk at this point. My bologna.
Yeah, like I was like, hey guys,
let's move along.
We had a torch of a fucking. I challenge anyone to tell me a match you've seen on Dynamite in the last month that was good as JD McDonough versus Ilya. I challenge anyone, because the WWE is not getting enough credit for what they're doing with some of these mid-card matches. And they're fucking cooking. Yeah, maybe sometimes a Cody.
Oh.
It's coming.
They had their issues.
Yo, Tonga and
Ilya ultimately loses it.
Ultimately, I don't know. Look, Ciampa, Tama, they all want a shot at. And know what the cool part is, Nick? They all deliver great matches. Like Ciampa, Ilya, it's gonna burn. Tama Tonga, Ilya, it's gonna cook. Like back to the food. And here we go.
My career mode POV when you're like middle of the way through it and you walk backstage and everyone's trying to challenge you for your belt type shit. But yeah, that across the board sounds phenomenal in each of those matches. And like you said, and I've said it before, of WWE doesn't get credit for their mid-card division.
Aerosmith and Youngblood. I heard this for the first time today. This is a new jam that's out right now. Back in the Saddle. They have another jam as well. Yeah, Aerosmith hanging out with Youngblood. And who saw that coming? But yeah, all right. Well, that is the official theme song for WrestleMania Vegas.
Yeah, why a little bit early, you feel of like, bro, we're still in 2025. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just had a light bulb moment because what we just saw, and I was going there before I got distracted by Aerosmith. I'm looking forward to Ciampa goes to get the shot and Johnny takes it.
We already did that. We did that last week, I'm pretty sure.
Did Johnny actually no, Ilya picked Johnny, but I think I guess you couldn't cause any issues.
6-1, half dozen the other.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking that maybe they'd have issues and you can break them apart, but do you really? I kind of hesitate on that altogether.
Yeah, again, because it already, that's the thing, is that sounds bad before it even gets fully out of there.
Yeah, I thought maybe, but breaking them up, they might get lost. Yeah, wandering vitamin mind. But I will say this to the chat. The last comment about the food, I'll tell you what. If anyone's seen my Instagram, I do like it. If you comment on a video with something reasonable, I'll cook it and I'll tag you in it. And you can tell me what you think it looks like.
There you go. So we're expanding. We're gonna, bring.
You got to comment. You got to comment. That's the deal. If you make a comment with something like, make a fucking meatloaf, I'll make a meatloaf, and I'll
KJ Marco Pierre White out there,
right?
But yeah, as Samurai or Saray or whatever you called him before is back with his, I'm so assuming Ilya won. Yeah, he was mentioned about. Hooray for shitty internet, but I'm back, baby.
Internet, listen, we deal with our fair share of shit being live so much. So, yeah, let's go. Welcome back.
So I've said it, and we'll end the food conversation here as I might, go and check out the WrestleMania 42 I can have a snack. Comment on the video after this if you actually want any sort of, food related, just comment.
Right.
Comment.
We do make the Cody Rhodes apple pie, that kind of shit.
Go through the old JR cookbook. I think I actually might have one of the wrestling cookbooks around here. But yes, no, y'all made me hungry and I'm fat. I'll be back.
All right, folks, we're rolling. The night goes on. I hope everyone out there is happy, healthy, and safe. You're kicking off your weekend right. Don't forget, tomorrow we are back 6:45 p.m. Eastern time for Full Gear. We're here all night long. We know when the show starts. We have no clue when it's going to finish. It might even trickle into Sunday. You know how Tony likes to do. So make sure you hit like, make sure you hit share, make sure you hit subscribe, comment on the videos, click those little reaction buttons. The more you do, the more it helps us and the more we can bring to you as we are rolling through Bronson, Carmelo. And I have a feeling that Cody Rhodes is going to come stumbling out to interrupt this match. AAA show on as well. Yes, and the AAA show is on YouTube. Again, we will split screens. We will keep an eye on it. Full Gear is the main eventer. No disrespect to AAA, but AAA's card's actually really solid, Damian. So you got a point. We'll keep an eye on it. Bronson, what did the chat say number-wise? 69%. Go figure for Bronson. Carmelo getting some love, though. I'll ask the chat this question right now. Is Carmelo Hayes underbooked, overbooked, or properly booked? Beef Wellington? Listen, Beef Wellington is on my to-do list, on my bucket list of things I haven't quite got my head around yet. So I'd be down. Make sure you comment on the video after we go off the air. KJ Wrasslin. I like that. Let's go. We're branching out. But here's the rest of the vision. Now, I liked in the earlier, Paul has a confrontation with Aldis. Aldis is mad, but Paul being Paul. Oh, wait, Drew wasn't in the building. Drew didn't come to the show. He was outside. You got to forget, can't be mad. He didn't break the rules. Stuffed French toast, that's dope. Cream cheese and fruit topping. Texas bread and cooked lag, regular French toast. I'm in on all of it. I can make that happen any day. Honestly, I legit wanted that to be my thing once upon a time. So let's see what we can do. Bronson getting in. Master Chef Canada, here I come. Undercooked. Yeah, right. Carmelo's undercooked. What's your prediction on the main event versus the Rascals tonight on the House of Glory? Number one contender match for the Hardy Boys. I think the Rascals are hot right now, just, especially adding back Wes Lee. I think they have an opportunity to kind of head towards the Hardys for sure, man. So I'd put my money down on the Rascals. Carmelo Hayes, tag team wrestler. Yeah, we talk a lot about can they put him back with Trick? Will we get a little more of that? And does that strengthen Carmelo? I do think the WWE and AEW, it'd be trickier in AEW because of the overall size of everybody. But I do think WWE has a lot of small guys that they really could do, a cruiserweight, a light heavyweight. Vince never liked it. Vince never did it right. I think if you kind of set that up and you have guys like Carmelo, we see Dunn, we see Bate, we see, even Dom's not a big guy. There's a list of small guys. Axiom, we could Nathan Frazier. We could go all day. I think there's almost grounds. I know, not another belt, KJ, but I think that division helps some of the guys at Carmelo stand out. And then the guys that get themselves over real big can make the transition. Just don't make it a ceiling. Allow them to transition back and go after, like a Ray. Big Bill from Bronson. Mello is in his earring. Mello is in his earring, his keep mode. Earning his keep mode. Wow. He is young as hell. Yeah, I agree with that. I think the patience from the fans. And you see the rage kind of come and go, right? In waves. So for me, Mello just needs time. And I think we look at a lot of the wrestlers we see now that are superstars. Look at all the trials and tribulations a lot of them went through. How much Roman struggled to find his way. How much Cody was fucking Stardust for how long? Like, there is many examples of just be patient. He's got a lot of maturing to do. Right now, he's in a match with one of the top guys in the company right now as far as booking goes. The lead heel faction standing out there with him, and Carmelo can wrestle. Mid-cooked, let's go. What up? What you gonna do when the butter mania melts wild on you, butter? That's all the butters. Nick's favorite sound.
Butter or not, sir?
All the butter. Let's go. In the background, I have House of Glory and Revolver. Well, how many backgrounds you got, bro? I don't think it has anything to do with color. To me, Triple H is a nostalgia guy, and he has hard time pushing the younger talent. Just my opinion. I do think Trips has shown a tendency to kind of go back to guys that he worked with, people he was familiar with. We've seen it a lot, right? John Cena has his tour. There's nothing you can do about that, but we've seen him, going back to Brock. Nikki Bella is a good example. So you got a point for sure. The issue of color is a non-issue here. I don't think anybody rationally would. I know people want to throw that around at times. Has nothing to do with that. Look around the WWE. There's so many things that explode that argument so fast. I think it's silly. I simply think it's a time. Like, everybody has to start somewhere. They're not bringing him out and squashing him every week. He's still getting spots on TV, which is important for him. I just think fans need to be patient. underbooked. Okay. Trip nose takes long to push some wrestlers. I think one of everyone's biggest thing with Triple H is he takes long to do everything. He's all about a slow burn. And sometimes I think the modern fans get a little fed up with it. Yeah, but agree with that, BJ. Broughton. 2-2. Carmelo kicks out. Just absolutely disrespectful. Corey Graves saying the same thing, folks. Camden issue color. Look at the last name. Right. I'm not even supposed to talk about the topic anymore. I had all my rights removed. I can't say shit. I just got a nod. I walk around butter all damn day, and I tell you this much. I haven't seen much butter until I went on this channel. Why are you walking around butter all day? What's up? I work. What do you do that you work with butter? I'm intrigued now, Paul. I just assumed you were a carpenter. Big knee by Hayes. Bronson wobbles to his feet. Flying clothesline. Buttomania. Okay. You're funny, Christian. It's been a good match. We got the springboard leg drop. Carmelo's in control right now. And we get the DDT on the apron. Mello goes over top, taken out Bronson. The crowd's getting a little bit louder. What's up, Chris? As a fellow Canadian, if you got this place near you, then you have to try Mr. Puffs. Definitely got it near me, Chris, and definitely tried. So yeah, it's unbelievable. Let's go. Mr. Puffs. Are they in multiple places? But I definitely have a Mr. Puffs in the neighborhood. I like it. Let's go. 2 count. Carmelo back into the corner. Oh, but Bronson just grabs him. In trouble. 2 count again. And a senton. Oh my. Tsunami. Carmelo gets out of the way. Let's go. Everyone I met, yeah, it's not a bad thing to be, buddy. Funny guys get the girls. Ah, sweet. There's a lot of butter on this channel. Butterball. Let's go. Kerwin J. White. Get the fuck out of here. Big flip. That's funny. I want Mello to win. Mello's got the crowd behind him as he comes up and over. But this is where I think he might run into some trouble. I really thought that Bronson might not win this due to some type of distraction. We'll see. DDT off the top. Unbelievable. Another 2. Good match. Again, we got back-to-back bangers on this show tonight. 2. I are butter. Even better, big dog. And welcome back, sir. I don't think I said hello to you. I hope you were doing well. What a funny night in the chat.
Would you like butter on that, sir?
All right. We're out of butter. All the shticks. That's why I always said, Paul, Paul's got a lot to do here. And Paul really allows the group to be good, solid. He can elevate them. And that one is out of here. As Braun Breaker is losing his mind. And, what is this? The official being distracted by Logan. There's an Uso. Thought it might be Cody, but it's an Uso. Bada boom. I like that one. The sticks of butter. But the Usos over Paul. The Usos got Braun. Bronson left alone. Carmelo off the announce table. Paul's with the ref. Where is Cody? We need Cody. Here we go. Breaker on the move. Let's go. There he is. There he is. Cody Bronson into the post. Crossroads on the floor. And the ref still yelling at Paul. So Paul essentially plays interference. Bronson on the outside. So they're actually going to count him out. Okay. I can live with that. Crowd's counting every second. Hayes is going to get the win, I think. Yeah, Bronson Reed doesn't make it back after eating the crossroads on the floor. And ladies and gentlemen, Carmelo Hayes going to the next round. Let's go, Melo. I will say the crowd woke up for him a lot. They were very much behind him. Cody's on the announce table. Drew McIntyre. This is good.
You're one of the best in that group, but you won't figure it out until you're looking up at the lights. Braun Breaker, where's he at? Historically speaking, a Steiner is never better than a Rhodes.
A Steiner is never better than a Rhodes. Historically speaking.
None of us care. And Brock Lesnar. Don't forget the last person who beat you here was me, and not once, but twice.
What do you think? What do you think? Cody is fired the fuck up. Cutting a promo on everybody. That's 100%. So what we do here. Let's go, Mello. Oh, shit. Great match.
It's my damn birthright, and I'll see you in San Diego.
And I'll see you in San Diego, Nick.
And I'll see you right now, sir. And did Cody Rhodes just have to, just because of Dusty's sake, have to get in the match beyond line?
Right.
Got to go back to old Pops' gimmick and everything.
Right.
But yeah.
Cody would have just cut the best promo Cody's cut in a long time. Like, that was
since Roman, for sure.
Like, so fired up. Cut a little promo on each guy in the fucking thing. Gives Paul shit, and we go off. Like, and it was a perfect way to get Mello over. Bronson didn't eat a pin. He ate a crossroads. We are in the back with KJ and Julia and Alba. Let's go.
Yes, not the Kerwin James White, the Kiana James White out there.
James.
As Chelsea playing hide from Julia. But yeah, no. Cody was great. It saves everybody with Bronson still looks strong. Carmelo gets the win and moves on. And I also did have to mention, and I love it. Well, first, Paul works in the restaurant business. He clarified that. I don't know if you caught that.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Chelsea and Jade again. Is that what you said? I thought I heard you say that she was the greatest of all time.
Yeah, she might be. We'll see how this all plays out. But Chelsea and Jade having words, but Chelsea doesn't want any of that.
Is that going to be who ultimately beats Jade for the belt?
I'm so in for it. I think Chelsea Green is phenomenal. I'm such a big fan of Chelsea Green. If, a few months from now, they circle into that decision, I'm fine with it. Give Jade a good run. Let Chelsea keep doing what she's doing. But to me, she is somebody that could be the top of a division for sure. She's one of the best in the business.
do you think that she fits the term slept on still?
In some circles, for sure. Yeah.
Fair enough. I would say no, because to me, I think everybody knows the talent she has. Oh, yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen the Fraxium.
It's hard on the vitamins,
hologram.
bro.
Well, and I did want to also say this. It's so funny, and you said it perfectly, that the butter shtick is the only thing that sticks, talking about sticks and all that. And out here in the melting pot of pro wrestling, where we're covering anything and everything live more than anybody. But yeah, butter's the one thing that sticks, my guy.
Yeah, it's all about the sticks of butter, buddy.
I just had to play off of it because I was like, that's too good. That's too clever.
Right.
Like, I just need to yes and that real quick.
Let's go. Love it. We're in commercial break. So, Nick, yeah, like you said, I mean, we've had a lot of presence from the War Game contingent tonight. And again, I think they've done very well. They had 2 really good matches, lots of intrigue outside the ring. We've been rolling really good on SmackDown tonight.
We're halfway through SmackDown. How you feeling? Rating out of 10. I know you don't normally do it.
I won't do it.
Well,
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling strong.
But do you have to say 5 because that's the most you could give it because you're halfway?
You're only halfway there, living on a prayer. But yeah, I'm really strong. Really strong. If we were grading right now, it's going to do extremely well for me.
Papa Paul cooking. Well, Road Dog giving us that same ass cooking.
Right. Well, maybe. I guess they're putting their heads together. The WWE needs to be a little more chaotic, a little more sporadic, a little more all over the place. Because edge. We need some edge. Rumors. Not Cope. The other edge. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think that was the biggest criticism for the bit of the lull, was that it's all very like somebody comes out to open the show, says some stuff, someone shows up, tells them to shut the fuck up, then they set up a main event match, then you have some filler matches and a lot of commercials, and then you get the main event, could be good, might be okay, and then we go home. Like, it was very rinse and repeat.
Am I wrong in saying this, that we've talked about this, and that I feel like we kind of agree on this? This happens every year.
Yeah,
around
yes
this
and no.
time, and everybody just crashes the fuck out about it.
Every year,
getting louder. It's, again, I made a comparable of, it's like how people forget how to drive in snow.
Yeah,
we live in the northeast of North America. It snows every
year,
from November to
every year.
March. Every fucking year, you get some snowfall and you have to drive in it and everything. But the first couple times it snows, watch out on them roads, folks, because everybody forgets how it is to actually drive in snow and everything. And that's how it feels to me of football comes back. Netflix sat there and even openly talked about they were moving Monday Night Raw to see how it did, numbers wise compared to with it being in its regular time slot going head to head. Now you've got the CW network that's going up in arms against the Nielsen ratings about their new switch up.
Mm-hmm.
This lull in wrestling happens this time of year. Every year, it's the fucking groundhog effect almost. And right now, like you even said earlier, now is when you get to build up. You get your little time off now because we take Thanksgiving off, we take Christmas off a bit and everything. So you ramp up to cool down, and then you go into the Rumble, and it's Rumble straight through till Mania.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, again, and I know you kind of explained this earlier as well. I think the issue here was, we come out. It's not just a seasonal lull, and I don't know if a seasonal lull is a good excuse for bad booking or boring shows, but I do think it extended much longer, and into late in the summer where we were getting it, but it was a lot of WrestlePalooza didn't do well, like overall, that kind of vibe.
I'll take that. I will say that it's not a full excuse or anything like that, but it is one of those, it to me tempers and dampers down the huge crash out of people that were like, WWE's the worst it's been ever since the new generation. Like, were you not watching everything that we've been getting? Like, the same people that were clamoring for Hunter to take over are now saying that he's done worse than even when Vince was there.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we're back to the show.
They got to get primetime out here. How do you have all of this about the
Right?
University of Colorado and don't have Deion Sanders, the coach, out here?
Right? Where's primetime? As they were running around with a buffalo. It's like, okay.
Well, the Buffaloes weren't running wild last night. I'll tell you
Right.
that.
Well, living the gimmick, I guess.
How do you feel about this War Games team or 5-on-5 Survivor Series team? Sorry.
I like it. I mean, it's a little bit of fun. They actually built to it, which is half decent. You know, I'm going to compliment it because Sammy's involved. Shut up, MDB. But ultimately, I think that it's a good one. Is it true? It's next week on SmackDown, right?
Yeah. They're having a 5-on-5 Survivor Series elimination match, not on Survivor Series. Do tell.
Yeah, like what are we doing? Why would you not just put it on the show?
You literally said Survivor Series in the name of the match.
Right. It would be it would be a great match between two of the War Games matches.
And does it feel weird that it's the MFTs versus Sammy and Co., the International Coalition conglomeration, instead of the Wyatts? Because the Wyatts have been the thing that's kind of been feuding a bit with the MFTs.
Yeah, I don't quite get it. Now we did see Howdy in the background last week, so maybe it's we do. I don't really fully understand why they went that route.
Would you ever do? And I think they used to do it old school, like 70s, 80s, like 3-way, 4-way War Games or Survivor Series elimination match. I'm so stuck on War Games now, to where you have like 3 or 4 teams of 5 or 4. Like if you had the Wyatts, you had the MFTs, and you had the International Coalition, I guess is this name. I love that. That's so fucking cool.
It's so cool.
They have the old school Survivor Series logo. That's dope as shit.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like that a lot. Team Sammy versus Team MFT next Friday. It's so weird that you're putting it on SmackDown. It's so weird.
We're overjoyed. That's awesome. They're doing the old school Survivor Series logo for a SmackDown.
It's just
for Survivor Series.
Why are you complicating something that was pretty simple? You had a layup and you bricked it. Like, I mean, it's still going to be fun. I'm happy they're doing it. I love the graphics, but just do it on the show.
You try to do a free throw, but going between the legs and alley-oop and shit.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
All right, let's go. Tommaso Ciampa.
One of the best wrestling theme songs currently out there.
Yeah, and then this happens.
Yeah. At least it's not the shitty DIY music.
We are.
Well, to be honest, Johnny's, Rebel Heart song was like up there. Like those are 2 bangers.
Right. Fraxium Axiom. WrestlePalooza is so great. Yeah, but we were strictly talking about the creative, and the show itself might have not been a home run as far as an entertaining show. Not that it was all bad, but I mean, again, speaking on the creative, that's all.
Yeah, we're talking about what was presented creatively wise and everything.
Yeah. Context is
the whole year. Oops, sorry.
Old school all day, baby. Let's go. Ultimate Weirdos versus the Mean Marshmallow.
I see what you're saying with the NFTs of, Kung Fu Panda and such.
Right. Because WWE doesn't want the lame ass match at Survivor Series. Josh, what's wrong with the match? It's all right. There was a reason, and they spent a couple weeks building the story. MFT upon the return, jumped DIY, jumped Sammy. Like, there's reasons. Nakamura got screwed.
Solo Sikoa, who's in the last time is now tournament, by the way. Tamatonga, Talatonga, Jeff Cobb, Sammy Zayn,
Jeff Cobb,
Motor City Machine Guns. Where are you getting a lame ass match out of this? I'm naming people who have fucking bangers. and you put them all together. And I like they just did it at Survivor Series. You use the old school, cool throwback graphic and everything of the Survivor Series, and you especially have been clamoring, bring back the 5-on-5 style matches and everything.
Yes.
And now you're going to do it, but on a SmackDown.
Yeah. I mean, it's just so weird because we all figured you were building that towards, so you're going to do the 2 War Games matches, John Cena, Dom. Is that all we've had announced for Survivor Series? I feel like I'm missing a women's match.
The women's War Games. Hold on.
No, I know that.
Vamp for 10 seconds. Well, I do want to, as you have it pulled up, I'll find it on a second with Wikipedia, but I definitely didn't want to touch on Klaatu's comment, as you get a star, sir, of excuse me for tooting my own horn. To those who can relate, I just passed 40 years with bipolar, and I am proof it's something you can live with and thrive. Squash the stigma. And again, literally, as we've talked about on this channel multiple times, as someone who deals with bipolar as well, of
Stephanie Nikki.
Appreciate you, my brother, and everything like that. I know you donated to when we had the charity fundraiser and everything like that. But yeah, again, that's very much what we're also all about, of mental health, men, women, who have you, this, that, or that. But yeah, your mindset is, the big thing that matters, folks. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend.
No, absolutely. We appreciate you stopping by, Klaatu, and being a part of it all. And something that Nick and I have talked a lot about, and we appreciate it. We appreciate your time. We appreciate you being a part of it, and kind of being able to put your story and your flex out there so others can do the same.
Right. So, as a pull up, so we have 4 matches.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The one we missed was Nikki Steph.
Yes, I just got to the Wikipedia to pull that up. So yeah, that's the one of, again, and for those who were outwardly and overly concerned, Nikki Bella clarified for everybody out there, anyone that was needed to know, that this run in WWE right now, currently, that no one's enjoying, is going to be her last one. And the heavens opened up and the angels sang.
Right. Just the meme of Drew McIntyre. I prayed for this.
Yes, that it happened.
Essentially, I mean, listen, what she's doing with Steph is fine. I'm not her biggest fan, but I think she's trying really hard. I find it a little ironic that, it's John Cena's farewell tour, and she's like, I'm also on a farewell tour. Again, I've said all I need to say about Nikki. Let's just hope the match at Survivor Series is good, because I don't want it to make Steph look bad.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of things that look bad, and if I can tangent for a minute here, Bernard saying Kanye West has done a lot of damage to the bipolar community's image, in my opinion. On one hand, but also Kanye West does not speak for a whole fucking community of people. I hate when people do that kind of shit of one person that has a situation speaks for everybody involved in that situation. Yeah. But I digress on that. There's a Kanye quote that I actually really like, as someone who deals with it, of bipolar is my superpower.
Yeah.
And that's my kind of vibe with it, of that. You got to find the little small victories, but yeah.
Absolutely. Again, it's an amazing thing, amazing story. And with support and the right mindset, like you said, anything's possible, folks. So we are rolling through a match right now, Nick, as I do have Fraxium DIY. Nathan Frazier's into it, flying.
Big crossbody. Yeah.
Nice.
You want your diagnosis as standing shooting star press for a 1, 2 count.
Yeah.
Do you buy anything to the whole discussion that Candice is now pretty much moved away from in-ring and is moving towards agent?
I think so. I think she, she can wrestle. She's good to have a match once in a while. I like her as what she's doing right now with Johnny and Ciampa, kind of working their corner. I think it works for her. And again, she's been around. She's a vet in a lot of ways.
Shadow Machine.
There you go.
2 count.
Dose.
That's crazy, though. Now, FTR got to respond and hit 7 shatter machines and everything like that. Tomorrow. Well, you're not going to make our move look weak. We'll make it look weak.
Right? Yeah, I remember last time you put it out where it was like not even close.
Right.
Who was it that did it? Somebody hit a shatter machine and Dax.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Dax was like not even close.
Oh, no, I know.
Like,
I'm trying to think of who did it. It was probably.
I'm trying to remember who did it. Was it the Usos?
Well, that's why I almost said it was the 1D because that's what they do. So
right.
Oh, holy shit! Fans in row 7, section B just got a phone call. Axiom's fucking jawline.
Oh, Fraser up and over, breaking up the pin. So. Is it my imagination or SmackDown turning up the in-ring? Are they kicking this to a new gear right now based on what we've seen tonight?
It's what we've said that for a while that they should have done as Step Up Enziguri, Gargano in the top corner. Are we going to get a Spanish Fly of SmackDown becomes your work rate show? Monday Night Raw on Netflix, big Spanish Fly. Now, when it's a Spaniard that hits a Spanish Fly, is it just a fly?
The fly be flying.
Yeah, but you have SmackDown become your work rate, your in-ring show.
Oh, shit. Fraser came down hard.
Candice took off the mask. Candice.
See, this is where she works well. There you go. Gargano steals it. Good match.
They exposed he's just a kid. But yeah. This is where, and I like that the towel gimmick, but have SmackDown be, we have great matches over here. You get your big spectacle, you get your pomp and circumstance on Mondays. You tune into Wednesday for your pro wrestling. Or Christ, your Wednesdays, that's what they want you to do with watch AEW. You tune into your Fridays.
Well, it's funny when you're like, when we talk about like kind of the things that get thrown out as like the moniker and, kind of standing on this whole like, we're the best wrestle, you tune in and everyone's just swinging weapons and bleeding. And then you tune in on Friday and you watch this and you're going, I'm confused. Like, what are we talking about here?
What is your definition of wrestling? Because I think yours and mine are very different.
Right. So, yeah, Johnny, Candice takes the mask away from Axiom, and Fraxium takes the L. So that was a good match, a heel finish. Again, we're doing well, and we're having a sit down. This is deep.
How do you
we're
feel
getting
about?
We're giving them the Roman Punk treatment.
Roman Cody. Remember when they were at the 50-yard line?
My bad.
No, but wait. Yeah. They didn't do it in a WrestleMania 40 ad. So everyone's got to crash out on Twitter. Folks, get your tweets already and everything of how WWE hates women, even though they're doing a prominent fucking segment of just focusing on 2 women's interpersonal connected storyline that's been going on for over years at this point. But they hate women's wrestling, right? They don't want to put them in WrestleMania packages. It's amazing how you can false flag shit.
Absolutely, man. I think that's good, though. And I think when we talk about storytelling and continuity, if these two were going to work together, you kind of need. I'm surprised they went this far because I thought they could just like kind of talk it out. But
no, I love it. They're putting them both on that star platform. Sorry.
Yeah, no. They're just they're exactly that, right? And they're making it feel like that. It's a big deal if Charlotte and Rhea can get along.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's really good. Well, because again, this is Charlotte trying to act, and this is Rhea acting. But it's also it is very similar, like you brought up to Roman and Cody. Of we're gonna have to go along to get along. It might have been even a little bit with Punk of how you had them awkwardly beside each other in the cage and everything last year. Right. We got to go along to get along, but we're gonna make it known that we had to actually work through our shit instead of we just snapped our fingers and forgot about 2 years of history.
Right. So we're getting another little snippet of this John Cena interview.
I loved a quote from him, and I know everybody hangs up on my favorite match is my next match. I like that he said, "I'm not going out on my own terms. If it were up to me, I would never stop. I would stop when I'm done. But I made a promise to the fans and everything that when I physically can't do it anymore, I'm not going to do it anymore."
I'd rather see
that's that real personality aspect coming through of this isn't even what I wanted, but I know it's what it needs to happen.
Well, yeah, essentially. And I think more wrestlers could do it this way. I'd much rather this approach than some of the other guys that we've seen of like, I can still go. But John said, I want to have a certain level of quality and work and be able to do this and be comfortable doing it. I can't do that anymore. I'm going to transition away. So yeah, again, not really on my terms. Sure, I could keep battling, but realistically, I'm just listening to my body. And good on them, because I mean, like I said, we've seen some guys that you're like, yeah, maybe those boots could start swinging right now.
Yeah, Jericho.
That's the first name I thought of.
Well, it's even the same comparable, but AJ Styles has kind of even said that same sentiment.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a memory, a joker of what I was before or anything like that. Of if I can't go, then I need to go.
Yeah, 100%. I commend that. And we've seen
to me, it's a big thing to admit that.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to admit for a lot of people.
Right.
But Finn Penta coming up. So the action has been hot and heavy here on SmackDown tonight. We're getting down to the nitty gritty in the late minutes of the show as we hit the final little quarter here. Penta, Finn, we're not fucking around.
Was this the main event, or we still have to have announced who's the women's war game? So that's how you end it. So you ended Raw with the men's, you end SmackDown with the women's.
Yep. Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because they're building up the women's. Throughout the show, they've been weaving the women's stuff in. Then you have that Charlotte Rhea thing, so now they feel united. And we cap it off with all that. Listen, if they let Penta and Finn go 25 strong, I'd be super happy. Like, I'll let it go. I'm good. But
this is a dream match for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, to me, this is like a video game match, a fantasy booked match. Like, Penta versus Finn Balor. Okay.
Yeah. Who you got, though?
I'm going to go Finn.
Fair enough. I'll take Penta.
Okay.
I want more for Finn. I want Finn to get a push. I still want the fucking payoff of Finn and Dom.
It's coming.
It's been building for so long. It feels like we're never going to get there, Hunter, because you keep driving by there. So either change a different route or fucking stop over there.
Right. You could have said everything you just said in, are we there yet? That's what it feels like. Are we there yet? Like, yeah, I mean, it's I still believe it's coming. It's just, it's a long one, bro.
Hedging like a motherfucker. But Penta, to me, you slot him anywhere and everywhere. And also, did we get a full decision on who's replacing Sheamus in the tournament? Yet?
No, not to my knowledge. What did Aldis say when I was on my pause?
He was going after Heyman and Co. and everything. That's where it was going to get interesting. That's why I pretty much knew we weren't going to get like a 6-man tag match as your main event, because they were pretty much trying to huck him out of the building. But Penta, to me, Penta's the one who's right now, moreover, as a singles guy, free floating story wise, you throw him into any match and it's great. Now, granted, you can do that with Finn, but Finn's got JD shit.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, this would be great for Finn to find a way to get a win here, and maybe have a chance to look kind of strong. But neither one of these guys are going to win it. So, congrats on the dub, but you're about to take an L on the back step of it.
Oh, but they're buried then. They're buried, right? They're buried because they took a loss. If every loss in wrestling is buried, well,
the fact that he's included in this is great for him, and he's having the time of his life, man. Like, for all these people. Oh, I can't believe they do this to him. And then you see Penta like walking around, like taking videos in the street, just fucking smiling,
Smooth
having a great
operator.
time. He's done so hard by, guys. Like he this. Get out of here.
He's so hurt. He became a viral sensation for like 3 days. Yeah, no, it pains him out there.
Right.
Zilla Fatu retaining for the Crown Jewel Championship. Shout
Okay.
out Damien letting us know of, because there is still House of Glory going on. There is still Wrestling Revolver.
Wrestling Revolver. Why do we book all the shows on the same night? People like
I get 100% what you're saying, but I think it is also one of those, well, we know people are going to be tuning in, so maybe they'll split their eyes.
People won't be tuning in. They're watching SmackDown. They're out living a life. Like it's for the local ticket sales. You got a good shot of selling out a little venue on a Friday night, right? People are looking for something to do. You take the pretty little lady down to the fucking Wrasslin show. But I mean, Wrestling Revolver doesn't run that many shows. Could you just not do it on the same night that House of Glory is doing one? Like,
well, House of Glory was just doing a show in a fucking New York gymnasium and everything like that. So,
listen, you and I have watched a lot of it, and our coverage is dialed back a little bit, but a lot of it's because of they moved a lot of their shows into the week. They started running way too many shows. Like GCW was awesome because once a month and a half, we get a banger of a pay-per-view. Now we're getting 3-4 shows a week. You can't keep track of them. Only portions of the roster are on each show because, a bunch of them are over in Sacramento and another bunch are in Denver. Like the independent scene is at a risk of diluting itself by oversaturating itself and kind of losing the essence of what kind of made them cool and popular.
But we see that as a snapback. We've seen that as a snapback even with the main scene of WWE and everything like that. Ticket sales, numbers, everything like that. When you go too far one way, it'll snap back and pull you back to reality of where you kind of need to be. But yeah, it's even like, well, WWE again does it. We talked about how AEW steps on its own dick, but WWE is doing their show with AAA at 10:15 Eastern time on Saturday of their show with AAA is that counter booking Full Gear, because Full Gear might still be on at that point in time?
Yeah. Might.
Oh, yeah, there's not a debate, actually, because, I realized, I was like, that's like 3 hours. No, that's nothing. That's light work.
On the monthly debate around here is, will it make it to midnight? Will it go into the next day?
Yeah.
It's crazy to think. That's almost a given that we have that debate.
It is what it is, my guy. It's on YouTube. Yes, we know. Well, we know AAA is on YouTube. House of Glory, Wrestling Revolver, all of them are on Triller TV. # not sponsored, but yeah.
No, I liked when they had Saturday night shows. You have a Saturday night, in between some pay-per-views, and we could jump on it and do a Wrestling Revolver, do a House of Glory. They're doing a lot of Thursdays, a lot of Fridays. They're up against they're up against SmackDown tonight, and I'm sure the show's good, and I'm sure it's fun, but it's just it's the dynamics changed, and it makes it interesting.
I remember plenty of times to where it'd be like there's no pay-per-views. Like we just had 2 weeks, no pay-per-views, the whole weekend thing. But to where you get a Wrestling Revolver and a House of Glory and maybe a GCW all might run shows that weekend and might even run shows, opposite each other. But that became kind of independent wrestling weekend.
Jump start. Yeah, I agree with for sure, Nick.
But folks, let us know whether you got Finn Balor or you've got Penta out here. I'm going Penta. KJ's going Finn.
Yes, I'm going Finn. Let's see what the chat. 65% are taking, 67 are taking Penta.
Bernard, I don't know if you're yelling at us or the IWC or what, but Full Gear sucks. Who cares? AW counterbooked War Games with blood and guts. Y'all can't complain about the counterbooking.
That's a very good point. Again, I find that I like it. I like the tit for tat. I like the little games that we're playing. I just find one group in particular are a little sensitive when return fire gets sent their way. They're all for
That's
like
the fan base because they're used to talking shit, not getting checked on it.
right.
But Tony's used to counterbooking because he counterbooks himself, even with this whole thing of War Games or Blood and Guts counterbooked Full Gear. So
Right.
he's used to counterbooking because he does it to himself.
Mhm.
And again, you want that tit for tat, whether it's real, fabricated, or what. The idea that everybody's like wrestling is competitive again, the pro wrestling scene is viable and competitive and thriving, is a good thing across the board if everybody just takes a step back.
Yeah, it's fun, but we act like at times, again, it feels like little brother syndrome of just like, I didn't do anything wrong. He hit me for no reason. We were just having a Tuesday, and he just walked by and started beating on me. You're like, come on, fucker.
I was just flicking him in the ear for fucking 10 minutes.
Right? Like, we see it, like, okay, I see you. As we go to commercial break, folks, how you doing out there on a Friday night? Remember, be a friend, tell a friend, and hope everyone out there is having a good one. The action rolls on as we get close to the end of this one, Nick.
Yeah, well, Days are out there saying, Big Slick Nick, who do you think replaces Sheamus O'Shaughnessy? Is that his full name? It might be his full legal name is Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, SOS, because he needs an SOS.
Right. Well, again, we're not even sure. We don't have much details on the idea of what happened to him. Why is he not medically cleared?
Shoulder is what I heard.
Is it a shoulder? Okay. So, I mean, do they just replace him, or is it going to be, like you said, one of the we have a losers match?
That's normally the trend. That is historically the way to where they just have everybody that's lost beforehand. You have a battle royal or a X number person match, elimination match, what have you, and somebody is a qualifier.
Right. Born with the name Stephen Farley. He has wrestled as Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, Stephen Farley, King Sheamus, and what the fuck is that?
Also starred in many movies and Saturday Night Live as Chris Farley.
Right. He is, was he Rocksteady or Bebop? I think he was Rocksteady.
Yes, now you're fucking testing my turtle knowledge as I'm on the vitamins. No matter what I say, I'm gonna be wrong, and someone's gonna correct me. So
he was Rocksteady for sure.
Yeah, because Bebop was Uncle Ruckus.
Yes, Sheamus.
Sheamus.
It's a fancy restaurant in Canada.
The little bits and bobbles from NXT of we're coming to tear down TNA. We don't want it to exist anymore because we're going to show that we are the true people. You're all on fucking Evolve and everything. 95% of the people who watch NXT Weekly don't know who the fuck you are and everything. Right. Like, what are we doing?
It's an interesting situation. Like, we went into the Invasion show, and we had the
it's not invasion, it's cannibalization.
Well, yeah, we had the right people in the right place, and then I guess that was over and done with. So moving on, we're going to drop you down and then take on our other developmental talent. I mean, I know I kind of played devil's advocate with you on Thursday, but my God, I was a little shocked by the decision to. It's a lot of people that we don't really care about beating up guys that we kind of want to see wrestle.
This is getting Lexus King over for all the wrong reasons.
Right.
I now know who will fully remember, and more people do, of Tyson and Tyreek TNT.
Right.
Everybody knows Robbie Stone or Robbie E. Like, yeah. It's such a, this is what we really think of you kind of vibe. Like, your world champion is getting jobbed out by Evolve.
Yeah.
Our developmental's developmental.
Right. And not even like the Evolve champion. Just a few guys from
guys
Evolve.
We sent from the developmental who weren't developmenting. Right. So we sent them to the other developmental to develop.
Yeah, just the team of lost souls. The
Yeah.
island, the island of
The
misfit
Island of
toys.
Misfit Toys just beat the shit out of Mike Santana.
Right? Unexpected. But
Unexpected, unprovoked, unwarranted, unwanted. Yeah.
it's Finn all over Penta right now. These commercials. I don't know what you're talking about, Mega. What commercials?
We got to get that self-set vipping.
Right. Justice for
Hashtag
Becky.
right.
Free Dale Campbell. What happened to Dale? What
No,
y'all
I
do,
think it's
Dale?
become a thing because
Free Lyra. Let's go.
free the caca.
Yeah, Rocksteady. There you go. Chris on it. Chris on it.
There you go.
Yeah,
Do you have a favorite turtle?
Michelangelo. The funny one.
That's generic. Yeah.
That's everyone's. What am I supposed to pick? Not Michelangelo?
Raphael is the badass.
Yeah, I could see you being a big fan of
Raphael is
Raphael.
the John Moxley
Yeah.
of the Turtles.
Right? Just why you banging on breakfast, bro? Why are you angry?
Michelangelo, the Orange Cassidy. He's got one gimmick and he does it well.
He's like the
Just
Art
being
Truth, actually. He's a little more
yeah,
like the Truth.
actually, yeah, he's Shaggy.
Yeah, he's just I want some nunchucks. Let's go.
Yeah, no, Michelangelo's the song. You are either a Raphael or a Michelangelo guy, and like whichever one you flip the other way. I feel
Is Donatello the least picked as a favorite?
Yeah, probably.
Right. I think there's some Leo fans out there, but I think Donatello might be bringing up the rear.
Everyone who picks Leo, you have a hero complex. You think you're Superman. You think you're Batman. You're probably not, but yeah. I don't know. I got really personal there for a minute, but yeah.
We got deep. We got deep on the Turtles.
Well, and we got deep on chops and slaps and everything from Penta and Finn here. Backbreaker, Tilt-A-Whirl backbreaker. As Finn just no-sells it. What the fuck? Oh, Muscle Buster.
Yeah.
Just a bit close. Just a bit outside.
That was good. From a you usually don't see it from the pickup position.
Well, normally it's coming off the ropes because that's yeah.
It's just an easier setup, right? But that again, he picked him right up.
Right. Alexis saying James Chadwick, that other mod is a prick. I would avoid him. Well, I'll make sure to avoid James Chadwick.
I've done it.
So who James Chadwick is?
It's been successful so far. So we'll continue to do what we're doing, Alexis. But welcome back, I guess. And again, save your friends from bad streamers, bad chats, and bad reactions.
Facts. Come to the melting pot of the stick of butter.
Butter.
The fuck.
Would
I
you
wrote
like
the name.
butter on that, sir?
As Finn's going up top, I'm going to talk over it every time now. Super Tracy, but nobody's home.
Oh, Finn just went solid down into the cradle. Good match again. We're 4 for 4, man.
Oh, Penta driver. Two count.
Holy shit.
From the loins. Gird your loins. He just hit that man.
But that much, like, what was on the replay, like the leg, the mat, and the head, like literally, we're talking fucking millimeter. Oh, I almost said millimeters, inches.
No, I got you. I was going to say, did anyone else see Mexican Destroyer, also known as the North American, potentially Canadian Gulf America Destroyer? 1, 2, 3, Penta wins.
Yo, the people better put away the Penta fucking comments because that's done. He just got a clean, straight up victory over a former champ. We got to step back for a second for anyone that thinks he's not having a good time.
But it's Finn Balor, and he's in the Judgment Day, and he's in Afterthought. Man's just hitting the Mexican Destroyer like a motherfucker on that man.
Mm-hmm.
And a hell of a matchup again. Other companies might want to say we're the best wrestle, and that might be why they're switching more to hashtag watch something. Because I think we're getting to SmackDown starting to become where the best truly wrestle.
Well, are they trying to limit the people that can say you should watch this program? Like, if you trademark it and you control where people say it,
No, I think they're
so
trying to
how do
just
I?
go down on shirts and everything.
Right. Well, but how can I? You're putting me in a pickle here. You own that statement. There's the bracket for you. So Penta
Whoa, I
versus
missed it for
Solo,
a fucking second.
Penta versus Solo, and we're talking about with who will fill the spot for Sheamus next week.
Yeah, we missed the bracket. I missed the bracket of shit because, of course, it's as fast as forever to start the show.
Right.
How do you feel with the Solo Death Row,
I like it.
album cover dropping for the 99 to the 2000s vibe out here?
I don't mind it. I mean, at least it's a consistent vibe, and they're trying to give them that. You see the crew without the makeup on, so that when they put the makeup on, it's game time, I think. But you see the difference. And Solo being the one guy that doesn't get the makeup, I like the vibe. And maybe Solo, instead of having Solo stand in the ring and try and cut a promo, which he's not bad at, he's kind of put more feel into this, and I like it.
Keep the hats ringing, ring, ding, dong, ring, ding. But yeah, it's interesting the whole time, though. I don't know if it's just the way even this one's lit, but some of this just gets a little funny a bit. All the tongue.
Think it goes too far
in the video,
right? It's trying to get that CB4 vibes.
100%.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. As you get just that,
So here we go.
I am not gang. I do not gang bang.
As up next in the main event spot tonight, folks, the ladies are on the way out. Charlotte and friends, setting it up. We're about to find out the 5th members of both groups, most likely, so they can start putting posters out.
Thoughts, feelings on, as they even just pointed out, as they're hyping up Elimination Chamber, which will be in Chicago, by the way.
Right.
But War Games is going to be on ESPN.
Yeah.
Easily accessible to anybody out there, well, allegedly, out there, now out to the masses, replacing essentially UFC's kind of primetime slot on ESPN.
Yeah, and a lot of
generals gathered in their masses.
It's going to be good, man. It's good. I think there's a lot of excitement going into this one. So they got to deliver. If anyone's showing up and, they need to see all the gory stuff, this is probably not going to be your cup of tea. But within the confines of what you do, you got to do it well. Make it exciting. Make it, give us the twists and turns, but make it strong. Make it good.
Which to you holds higher regard? And this is, again, personal preference to everybody. Blood, guts, and gore without continuity or connective tissue or anything like that. Or lack of, the full blood, guts, and gore, and still probably some this, some that, but you're invested as to why this is happening.
I need the story. I think one of our friends out there, Mr. Noob, talks about this a lot, but you need the story. Yeah, does it suck if the matches are boring? Nobody wants that. And I'm not saying that's the trade-off, but you need the story. And I think we've seen that a lot this year, especially. And we talk a lot about the stipulations, every match, every pay-per-view, by certain wrestlers. It just doesn't seem to matter. It's just two people beating the shit out of each other. Sure, it's kind of fun to watch, but I'm not into it. I'm not sitting on the edge of my seat. I'm not, invested that way. I'm just watching, like I said, it's like watching YouTube clips or ridiculousness. I will
take lore over gore any day.
Yeah, let's go. Tell the story. That's what we talk about all these years later. All the things that we bring up on these shows about the historical stuff in wrestling, we're talking about all this angle and all that angle and this moment because of this. That's what you remember is the stories.
There's this reason and that reason and this reason over here and that person that, they got involved with over there as to why they don't agree. And that's the continuity that you can play into outside of just, hey, it's really cool. We busted our heads open. And I'm not taking away that Blood and Guts was bad, but they're two different animals to me.
Right. Yeah, no, completely. And I think, I mean, again, you think about like a guy like Stone Cold, dude. He, you know, we don't talk about like, well, when he would stomp a mud hole, the kicks nowadays with all the experts, the kicks didn't look great, or the punches were all over the place and they were just swinging. But at the end of the day, we remember the story he was telling when he was jumping that guy or pressing Vince in a corner. That's all that matters. That's all we remember. People don't forget.
How many people learned how to throw punches in wrestling because of Stone Cold?
Right.
Just boy,
Just lay it in there, buddy. Lay it in there. Let's go.
Right. UFC fell off for me personally. I was a huge fan.
Yeah, Meg, I don't know where you got the impression I'm not a UFC guy. I'm a very long-standing, devoted UFC fan. But yeah.
UFC did what a lot of people are worried WWE's doing, a la the TKO method of they price people out. No one was paying individually $70 to $80 to $90 for a pay-per-view, especially at the point now to where you don't have big mainstream marketable names. And that's why now they moved to Paramount Plus. They still got millions and millions of dollars, but there's no pay-per-view model anymore.
Yeah.
You pay the network, which Vince WWE got mocked for doing the network initially, and now it's become pretty much the model of you pay for a subscription service and you get everything included.
Well, here comes Charlotte Flair.
Are they going to do an individual entrance for every single person?
Probably. They'll give them the little half entrance. Yeah, she'll stop.
We got 7 minutes, so we got to take 5 minutes of intros, and then Nixon, Newell, and Alizé will still be mad because they only got 2 minutes instead of 3 minutes,
right?
To figure out who's the final two.
Oh, let's go, Little Miss Bliss.
I really like, and I never would have guessed that it would have worked.
No,
of Alexa and Charlotte as a pairing.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things when we start weighing out booking and the bad booking, and we talk a lot about the lull, but there was good Lord.
Yeah, you forgot all the denim. Save a horse, ride a cowgirl, my guy.
Oh, let's fucking go.
That's making me do
this.
That's
where that image is going to be planted for a while. That cheeky thing. This is my. But, I mean, this is one of the things that they booked well. It worked out. Not a lot of people would have predicted it. Charlotte was real flat at the time. Alexa wasn't doing much upon her return. And your fear is like, if you put them against the champ, they're getting the belt. So we got to find something. And it worked. It worked. It felt organic. And here we go. I mean, and this is a star-studded War Games. And no offense to the ladies that were in the other one, but this is stacked.
Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa or Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Choose your fighters.
Let's go.
And also,
that's
can
so
someone
mean,
please? I want a visual. I want a graphic of Rhea Ripley, like Rip Hamilton with the mask and everything like that, because it feels like every time, like there is War Games Rhea and like there's playoff Rip,
right?
There's masked up Rip, because every time around this time, Rhea's got a mask on. Last year was because of this, and she came out with the devil horns. Now she's masked up again. Rhea's just constantly out here, two-facing it.
Right. I'm starting to think it's just her permanent gimmick. Like, for now on, Rhea Ripley will wear a mask. Like, it's just
one of the gimp simp BDSM.
It's just her thing. She's like, listen, I'm tired of getting shit broke. I'm just going to wear this at all times. Like Rick Hamilton. Fuck it. I'm leaving that
exactly. On. That's what I'm saying. I need a Rhea Ripley, Rip Hamilton visual.
Oh, half entrance. There you go. Hashtag half entrance.
Because Rhea's got the mic. But yeah.
So you guys ready for a lady brawl? Who's ready for a lady brawl?
Well, Io's out here on her boot scooting boogie, my guy. She's giving Mickey James a fucking run for that money.
She thinks my tractor's sexy. KJ and Big Nick have another trivia idea for you guys for the channel. Each of you in each round as the other person a question, and based on those questions, they have guess a wrestler. Definitely something that we've dabbled with, something we could look at. But yeah, I mean, that's a great idea and kind of breaking it down. But
am I vitamin enough that I'm like, who's asking the question and who's answering, who's on first, what's on second type of
right?
line?
I think the goal, yeah, I'm almost like 20 questions where you try and figure out what wrestler I'm thinking of.
Well, we've done that before with even the WrestleMania streams and everything of the emoji game or the little bubbles with the visuals of, again, we've got all the little bits and bobbles. Again, that's why you need to hit that bell notification. Not just that subscribe, not just that like, as you should do already. It's free, it costs you nothing. But you hit that bell notification because you never know when we're going up. We're like 7-Eleven. We may not always be doing business, but we're always open.
I like that a lot. We got 4 minutes. We don't got much time to get to the point.
What is Timberland's song? Oh, I needed 3 minutes to save the world. Did you? There was very much though the thing of Io and Rhea like tried to out hug Alexa and Charlotte.
Yeah. And that looked completely not planned because they popped Charlotte. Charlotte looked over like, oh, you guys are funny.
But this is Charlotte. I think this is Charlotte finally letting loose. And this is finally Charlotte being her best Ashley, if I can say that.
That's a good way to put it, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because she's always been the queen, right? Like she's always had this moniker about her.
She's a group. She's in a group. She's in a band now.
Yeah, but and she seems to just actually be having a good time. Not trying to be a baby face. Just I'm hanging out. You guys cheer, boo, whatever. I'm just doing this thing here.
I'm not trying to be a heel. I'm not trying to be a baby face. But yeah, timestamp it, clip it right now. If Charlotte Flair right now is doing her best Ashley Flair, and it's the best thing that she's been probably done in her career.
In her career.
Close to it, I'll say, at least of recent memory.
Yeah, the only thing I'd balk back at is like here you go, AJ Lee, it's official.
Oh, it's their distraction, and they get jumped by Lash. AJ Lee playing the role of Jeff Hardy.
AJ, stop.
Run, bitch,
run! Your friends are in trouble.
Becky just takes her out. So again, as is seen, as foretold, you got your War Games teams.
Yeah, as predicted, and they got there in a good way. So we kind of expected this, Nick, and here we go. So it's the women's turn to have a melee.
Just that's what done you, comrade. With that
what is hat? Okay, there you go. The Kabuki Warriors in Io looked like someone had the pooch and someone was holding its head. It was not a good situation. They were waiting for like a cue, I think. It was so funny.
Well, even their whole attire, they feel like 3MB or some shit.
Oh, I don't know how these ladies are doing any of this in some of this attire. Annihilator and bounces, bounce.
Naya, how you doing? You can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at. But this is how you end this. And so now Rebecca Quinn, aka Becky Lynch, shaking hands with Asuka. So that's such an interesting little shift. A deep cut of you spent 95% of the show of setting up Rhea and Charlotte shaking hands, and then you turn around and Becky and Asuka, almost another pairing that has a ton of history.
Yep.
Just instantly, enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yep, 100%. And again, we knew it was coming. It wasn't supposed to be one of these. The writing was on the wall for people who said, "Oh, it's so predictable." It was supposed to be. They were leading you to the end result. And you
Right.
got there in a good way. And I didn't expect the heels to come out of the back like that during the entrance. I thought AJ was going to come down. They were going to hug. Then, the ladies would show up and there'd be an argument. No, they got straight down to business. Oh, AJ Lee's here. They get jumped. AJ goes to save the day. Becky cuts it off. And Bob's your uncle, Betty's your aunt. We're going home. And that's your War Games official. So, yeah, man, I think it's good shit. It's good shit.
Does AJ Lee get paid by appearance or by minute? Because that might be a discussion in Bay, because she came out, did the Jeff Hardy of, oh, my friends are getting beat up, but I gotta let slide it up for a minute.
Yeah.
And then now I need to run. And I loved, even more than the heel team jumping the team babyface because they were distracted looking at AJ's entrance,
Right.
of Becky cutting her off, just cold cut out the blue.
Mhm.
And that shows you instantly we don't have to have this promo segment from the heel as announcer. This is what it is, and we all get it.
Yeah, the fans know that they don't like each other. The fans know all the stuff, all the rhetoric. Just get to the point. And again, I think a nice little twist where you're used to the babyface comes running down, slides in the ring, gets a bit of a comeback, and then Becky shows up. No, you're not even going to make it to the ring tonight. Sorry. And I know guys like our buddy, Corny out there is going to be like, and then she's smiling and shit's happening. Like, we get it, Corny, but I thought it was really well done.
Is this your bit or can I pull to it? Overall rating tonight for Friday Night Smackdown as that goes off the air and everything, that's your second to go home show, your penultimate show for War Games, and now you finally got the completed roster for the Women's War Games match.
Yeah, I mean, for the folks, I see some already popping up. Get your ratings in. We take a rating out of 10 for every single show. Nick, tonight's an 8, solid 8.
I really wish I had a fucking leg or even a peg leg to stand on to argue against this. The most I could say is it not a 7.75 or an 8.25 or anything? But no, it was it delivered multiple times in ring to where we were having to fucking stumble over our own words to say how good the wrestling was and point out how it consistently is good. And they actually circumvented and got around. We thought they were going to start off or end the show with a 6-man tag match.
Yeah.
Cody and the Usos, and they managed to pull off the highway perfectly to the rest stop and move away from that. So this is the longest case I can make that it's still an 8.
Yeah, I 100%. I mean, Monday Night Raw had the advantage of holy shit Roman, holy shit Brock, like, a lot of moving parts, cops involved, MSG, so a lot of, very high score for Monday. It might steal the week or own the week. SmackDown was
I
right
don't
there.
know how it doesn't, being honest.
No, you're exactly right. But SmackDown right there. 8, 9 is fair. It wasn't boring. It wasn't slow. You got to give them credit. If you can hear my voice right now, you have to give them credit for the matches we got tonight. The matches are great. You go find me another wrestling show that gave us that, 3 matches of that quality. They were entertaining. They were athletic. They were fun, twists and turns. It was good. It was a hell of a show. An outstanding show tonight.
I could make a case, but that show normally has 7 matches, so it'd be hard to pick which 3 I'm saying is the case. But let us know in the comments, let us know in the chat of how do you rank, I guess, double entendre here for end of the week of pro wrestling before we go to full year. Out of the 4 shows we've had, because we didn't get Collision because it was paired up, how do the 4 shows rank?
Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite.
Fair. Yeah, you could make a case. Could you make a case to where you flip AEW and NXT?
Gold Rush was better than Dynamite was disappointing this week. Dynamite could have been better. I think I gave it a 6 out of, and you got to remember, they hurt themselves by tacking on an extra shitty hour. It made it worse. The extra hour made it work.
Between Blood and Guts and Full Gear.
Yeah, I mean, considering you just had Blood and Guts and you're pole vaulting into Full Gear, and anybody that uses that as an excuse, they booked it. They made the choice to do this. So to go out there and say, well, it's a quick turnaround. All right, well, you knew it was coming. You hit a speed bump at full speed when you saw it. Not my fault. At the end of the day, there wasn't enough there on Dynamite. And again, a lot of these kind of thrown together things. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate it, but it was just too long, and it was not enough things that are interesting. And I'm sorry, but the WWE feels so much bigger when they do something like this. And this is good shit.
You very clearly have a 1 and a 2, and then you have a 3 and a 4.
Right. Super sticker from Mega. Thank you, sir. This one's interesting. YouTubers are shitting on WWE right now. Which ones? No, I'm just kidding.
Name names. Name names.
Right. Who do we get to explain to?
Well, no, they probably were.
For what, though?
About a week ago, until you now got Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns and Chaos and NYPD and this and Maxie Dupuis and everything. And everybody's whole gear shifted real fucking fast.
Right. No, but I mean, 4 good matches tonight. And this is the thing that I want the IWC to open their fucking eyes and really understand what's happening. And I know a lot of the people that are critical don't even fucking watch, but realistically, my guy, we got 4 really good matches tonight. Like, that's important. That matters. Now you say, do you hear Meltzer? Oh, well, obviously AEW does the better matches. No, Dave, watch the fucking shows, because I'm not finding this level of quality elsewhere right now. Like, as far as tonight goes, I go through the rest of the week, and 3 of the best matches of the week, and arguably one of the matches of the month happened tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and we asked for it, so I have to announce it. Of guys like Hater, CJax, Interim John, all these faceless YouTubers. Well, they sound like faceless losers on WWE all the time. And then Big Tony piping in. How fitting. JD from my mother's basement in New York City, 206, is an example, KJ. Well, I don't think either one of us have a rat's nest of a ponytail behind us, but yeah.
That is hideous. And why?
Shave that shit, bro.
Yeah, what are we doing,
That's
bro?
why you got the green screen, bro.
Again, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to start a channel and start conveying that opinion to people. I will say again, go listen. If you do hear those people, listen to their argument. I guarantee you it's surface level shit. And a lot of them just simplistic, and they've already went in with it. That's why you got to tell your friends and family and anyone else come here. We'll open the doors. We'll talk about it. We can be convinced that our arguments are wrong. And at the end of the day, what more do you want? What more could you want from all this?
Blood. But yeah, we're still willing to have the discussion and still debate about it. And even we don't agree between each other at times with the chat, but we're at least willing to have the conversation. Yes. A lot of these people that, batten down the hatches just don't want to even entertain a differing opinion. Oh, but it is fully absolutely different strokes for different folks. And that's why I love, and again, I'm going to keep going back to this name because somebody mentioned it with all the butter talk earlier, and I love it. We're the melting pot of pro wrestling. We watch everything from the goddamn indies, from death matches in GCW to WWE with Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, to people saying it's the most pro wrestling sports entertainment shit out there. We watch everything in between and can appreciate the different aspects of it. But again, I don't know if we have an official score sheet, but just in my mind, checking boxes off. Right now, War Games is checking off a lot more boxes of at least personally what I enjoy, what's entertaining me, than a Blood and Guts, this and that.
Yeah. And realistically, and maybe next stream we'll consider this activity, but even if you just lined up the rosters for each match and kind of went person to person, it quickly becomes not a fair comparable outside of a couple names. So
again, that's Brock Lesnar, KJ.
Right. But ultimately, I think there's good wrestling out there. And I think we've proven it. I think there's times where people have, watched the meltdowns on Wednesday about the bad booking and what the fuck's happening. But also, hey, maybe this is good. Oh, let's go. This was pretty good. Blood and Guts gets a good score. So it's not, a blind hatred. It's just calling it the way we see it, folks.
I'm mad that there's going to be matches on Full Gear tomorrow that I really enjoy that has no reason or rhyme as to why I enjoy it outside of it's just good wrestling.
Yeah, absolutely. 8 out of 10 from Bernard, 8 out of 10 from Boston. And this is a very good point from Boston. It was Cody's best moment in a hot minute. It's probably, like you said, Roman. He came out fired up and energized, and it was wicked. Like, it was spot on.
Anyone else notice that we're getting Cody wearing darker attire? He's getting all
black.
scraped up and scarred up as he's out there, cutting all them deep cut promos and everything. Sounds a little Anakin, if you get what I'm skywalking, my guy.
Right. Oh, dude, I like it too. He's definitely got that, he comes out all black tonight.
Vibe.
Right.
Order 66.
But Nick, that's SmackDown. That's the show. Did you you agreed with the 8, correct?
I agree with the 8. I tried
so.
to make I made a long-winded case of how it's still an 8.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with you.
I would hope so, because I agree with you. So yeah.
That makes sense. It would be weird if I changed my mind at this point. Like I said on Monday, like I said tonight, as I repeat tonight, this is a good wrestling show. I don't know what more you want. And again, different strokes for different folks. I'm trying to understand what y'all see, but instead of telling me what you see, you just, freak out and call me names. So let's open this conversation, because we can watch all the wrestling. You don't have to beat the shit out of it. Tonight was solid, Nick, solid. And I had a lot of fun with it. How about y'all?
I was about to, as a Buffalo Bills fan, say is pro wrestling back, but I felt like it's wrestling kind of like the Buffalo Bills of it's back one week and then it goes away and it comes back. Yeah, but it feels like right now, at least for this week, or at least in recent memory of that, pro wrestling's back, my guy, across the board. Even respectfully, with Dynamite, it wasn't terrible.
No,
it had flaws. It had its
if it was 2 hours, it would have been better.
Yeah.
But there was good stuff on it. It's not all bad.
But that's why I'm saying is pro wrestling back overall. Are we,
I don't think
everybody was crashing out. Are we back?
I just think it's ebbs and flows and fan base that watch everything through a fucking microscope. Like, they're holding the binoculars backwards and the view is narrow, my friends, right? Like, that's what it feels like. But ultimately, folks, we are back tomorrow, 6:45 p.m. Eastern time, as we get ready for Full Gear. It's going to be a fun one. Don't forget, fill out the prediction title. One of us will put the link in the comments as well, but the link is out there on our Discord. It's on our socials. Make sure you fill out your ballot to be the next prediction champion, and be a friend, tell a friend. Thank you. That's it.
Our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you better put that for live footage.
Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.
See you later.
You and your brother.